welcome to the Toivoan Trainwreck as we celebrate 3 years of sessions today. So, congratulations, this is episode 156 today, which is going to be awesome. A couple things before we do get started though. If you know someone who wants to play in a Geomeric game, send them my way. I'd love to talk to them about either getting on the wait list for a Geomeric campaign slot or getting into a one-shot. The campaign slots are passing. We do have people who are moving through that, so do get on that as quickly as you can. We also have the Patreon over at patreon.com/GMeric. We got a lot of fun stuff on there. We got art and early announcements, sneak peeks of stuff, etc. Go check that out. We also have the GM tip videos, archives, and podcasts over on YouTube. So if you want to go listen to the entirety of the Toivoan Trainwreck as a podcast, it's all up there for you guys. Go check that out. There's hundreds upon hundreds of hours for you. Almost 600 hours of Toivoan Trainwreck content for you guys. There's also the clip contest currently going on, where if you take a moment from a session and put the timestamp or clip into the clip contest channel in Discord, you'll be automatically entered to win this massive half-pound D20 that was made by one of our players. This is going to be the clip contest prize for this month, and that drawing will happen just in a few days, so get those clips in as quickly as you can. Welcome, Coin. We were just talking about the fact that we're celebrating 3 years today.
Yeah, we are.
It's awesome. All right, I'm going to get these characters all fixed as far as being lined up on the bar here. And we will get you guys rolling. Cool. All right. And we have a new loading screen for you guys today as well, which is fun.
Hey.
All right. Well, you guys are adventuring in the lands of Toivoa. Oh, here we go. Come on, there we go. Specifically, you are down here in Shrona at Akeda, where you have come to foil the plots of the dragon Sageos. Over the past many sessions, you've managed to make your way inside his lair, inside the castle that he calls home. Over the past several sessions, you've been fighting through a research library filled with mages. You've captured one of the students, and that's where we were going to pick up this week, as you guys have just managed to render him ineffective and decided to question him, is what you were about to do at the end of the last session. So, as you have him captive, he stands dejected and crestfallen, awaiting your questions. What would you like to do? And Sason, you've been granted inspiration to start the session.
Woo, thank you.
And Bryn.
Oh, very nice. Thank you. I'll take it.
Because every bit helps. What questions did you have for this individual?
Why is green smoke leaking out of his head?
It's not leaking out of his head. It is leaking from the cauldron behind him. I will move it.
Oh, nice. All right.
There we go.
Well, that was all I wanted to know, so let's get rid of it.
Let's get rid of him. Understood. I'm quickly learning that more and more of my parties are becoming evil.
First thing we do is say, can you step a little to the left, please?
I want to know. I want to know his name. Can
His
we learn his
name
name?
is Francisco.
That's right. We knew that. Francisco, where are you from?
Originally from Reston. I was recruited because of my modicum of skill in magical arts. I was still learning.
When were you recruited?
3 years
Like
ago.
in your college days, or
I'm-
not very long ago?
No.
What was the recruitment
You must have-
process?
Yeah.
A woman dressed in purple and black approached me and said that I had an aptitude for magic, telling me that I could make many, many gold if I joined Sageos in his endeavors and helped with research projects. I didn't know who Sageos was at the time, and so I accepted. I've been
You
here.
didn't ask a single question, man. You really are a college kid. So,
He looks
What?
embarrassed.
Wait, hold on. I want. Did you suspect you had an aptitude for magic before she approached you?
Of course. I could, of course, cause little sparks to fly, start fires, and cause little things to happen. Colors change, the flavors of food. If I didn't like oatmeal, I could make it taste like bananas. It was a pleasant skill to have. I could even influence the minds of my school teachers.
I was gonna say I have a cousin that can change the flavor of food, but it's not magic.
That's just cooking.
oh, that's just seasoning.
I feel like there's a large difference between making my oatmeal taste like bananas and influencing the minds of my teachers.
Yeah, I was starting
Sometimes
to...
I put bananas in my oatmeal, and sometimes my teachers like me. Coincidentally, when I put
Still not
bananas in my
magic.
oatmeal.
So, Mr. Blue Hair, how do you feel about us PC being most of your former associates?
He looks at you and he tries to give you the answer you want. I will get over it.
Insight check. Is he gonna hold a grudge?
Oh, yeah.
Was
Hey, what do
he
you
was
think?
he
We
emotionally
literally killed
invested
all
in
of his
any of them?
compatriots.
Yes, his boyfriend
Well,
is dead
sometimes
right over
students
there.
Don't like it.
It was Professor Skeleton, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Buddy, what's your opinion of Sageos now that you've gotten acquainted?
He's a great, powerful wizard who controls so much power. I learned so much from him.
Really?
Is this the answer he thinks we want to know?
No. He
No,
realizes very
That's
quickly
given
you
up on
guys...
answer.
That sounds... This is blowing my mind. We heard very different things of Sageos, but now I'm almost interested. I think I'd like this guy. I was wondering, maybe, where could we meet him? If you could, like, direct us to his room.
To his
Like, where's this guy?
room?
And yeah, you know, his office.
Oh.
Coin's doing a deception check for 11. He's trying to
I would
like,
like to assist with this deception check
he's trying to get directions to Sageos.
Proper.
so that we can
Bullshit.
sign up too after killing
Yeah.
everybody.
After
What's
you've
next
killed
in the-
everyone, I will give you advantage and disadvantage, meaning that this is an 11. So, 1d20 plus 2. You did not deceive
Oh,
him.
bummer.
You want to
Clearly.
kill the Great Wizard. I can't
It's on the
stop
table.
you, obviously. The blood of my friends, even my lover over there, is dead. I can't stop you. Nothing I can do or say will stop you. But I won't help you kill my master.
Fair enough.
Hey, do you really think that one was gonna work, Coin? Like, come on.
Okay, well, let's see your crack at it, buddy.
This guy got
mean-
recruited three years ago with very little effort. Like it could work.
Yeah, the bar is pretty low. To be honest.
I mean, I don't think you're gonna be able to deceive him. If my crack at it would be just be threatening him, but to be honest, I don't even think that's gonna work. I think he'd rather die than tell us anything.
Look, if the kid
Wait,
doesn't
so-
want to help us, I don't think he's going to be much help anyways, even if he wanted to.
You wouldn't kill me when I've
Can I do it?
surrendered, would you?
Come again?
You wouldn't kill me now that I've surrendered, would you?
No.
I don't have a reason to.
Okay, thank you.
What if you set him up with a new internship somewhere else? He seems to be really into the whole, like, someone giving him a job thing.
I know an ice cream stand we can put him at.
I think he's gonna hold a grudge, guys. I don't think.
Yeah.
Okay, then we'll kick
Yeah.
his ass in 2 weeks. So it's really not my problem right now.
Well, that's true.
Well, why don't you tell us about, like, the library, what you guys are researching here, things like that.
New drugs, new ways to create addictive chemicals that will enhance magic power and potency.
Oh, you suck, actually. Never mind.
We've been
alright.
refining various spores into magical potions that produce a varied series of results. Some of them produce
You have-
wild magic surges. Others cause magics to be enhanced. Are you familiar
you
with
have
samples?
Sood? Samples?
Oh yeah.
All the cauldrons
Oh,
right there are full of them.
Oh yeah, I get sued all
I
the
would like
time.
to investigate.
yeah.
Yes, coin, but that's a different kind of Sood.
That one was the layup.
I have a question.
I think he deserves inspiration.
He has inspiration.
I would give him mine if he didn't have it already. But I just have one question. Have you heard of another chemical called frenzy?
Yes. It's a powerful hallucinogen that manages to empower the people who consume it. We're not allowed to take it here for risk of contaminating our thought processes.
Does anyone on this island take it?
Of course. The constructs near Sageos himself are powered by it.
I feel like that's different. That's like burning it for fuel, but not really maybe consuming it in the normal sense.
Constructs take it? Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah. I
Well, they
think
don't
it's used
necessarily.
like
It
that
sounds
yet.
like they might not take it as in ingest it. It might be a sort of fuel.
It is really explosive. That thing's got a lot of energy.
Indeed.
Was
We have
salty
to be
season
very
a
cautious.
construct?
I'm sorry?
I was just asking Sazin if salty Sazin was a construct. Like
I
classified.
don't think he
as-
counts as that. I don't think so.
Seems pretty construct-like. I mean, wasn't he literally just like melted when he died?
Well, yeah. Before he died, he was very human.
Yeah, but you can
Well,
look very human, but still be a construct.
Sure, but you could also be a construct and look very human. Both ways, yeah. But I think he was classified as, humanoid.
You literally
or
made a
was
snowman
yeah.
and then he came into existence. How is that not a construct?
magic.
Okay.
I mean, that tracks.
Well, why
Sorry
don't
for
you
tangent.
show us what these potions are? If you're so proud about creating these, which one were you working on, for instance?
I was working on these over here. We've drained a variety of dragons of their blood, and we've been refining it into a potent chemical. It's quite...
Variety of dragons?
Wait, where do you get the dragons from?
We harvest them. The Geos captures them from Australia, brings them here, and drains them.
Drains them of what?
Blood,
Blood?
bone, skin, flesh, whatever we need.
Just curious.
He chooses
Where
a
are
variety.
the
of them.
dragons kept?
Oh, they are brought here into the room where we butcher them.
Yeah, I
Well-
think they just killed them. Sounds like.
Is this
How
room
does
big
he-
enough for a dragon?
Oh, yes. Most of the dragons that come here are usually fairly small. We really prize the eggs, if we can get them.
Harvest baby dragons?
Of course.
Okay, we should definitely liberate the dragon eggs.
Wait,
There are
the
none
dragons-
here at
Are
the
there any
moment.
dragon eggs?
No, not since the
Insight
siege took
check
place.
right now. I would like to hold his collar and look into his eyeballs.
You're gonna hold the
Show me
collar.
the egg.
All right.
How
You
does
can believe what they're
Sageos
selling for
capture-
nowadays.
So, roll your insight check, please.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you, Tati.
My best one.
There are no dragon eggs here.
There are no dragon
Wow.
eggs here. We
Got
missed
one
them.
job on this ship.
That's-
How does he capture
Well-
them? How does Sageos capture dragons?
I'm unsure. I presume a great wizard like him could simply cause them to fall out of the sky or dominate them into submission. When they arrive here, they're simply incapacitated. We then lay them alive so that we get the freshest possible resources.
Huh. That's disturbing.
I suspect he's closer to the truth than he realizes.
I guess it's a good thing we didn't turn ourselves into dragons.
What do you mean? We would have flayed him alive.
Yeah, but it would have been a bit more traumatic seeing like my own innards effectively.
I have a question, a follow-up question. What colors are the dragons that get brought here?
Oh, all sorts. Black, red, green, silver, gold. Doesn't matter. Anything
Gold.
helps our research. After all, if you limit yourself to one specific color, it's not educational. You don't learn as much.
Bryn will share in the telepathic bond that it's somewhat troubling if Sigeos could use if his orb of dragonkind, which we believe is in his possession, to summon only evil dragons. The metallic dragons, gold, silver, and bronze, tend towards lawful good.
Is that the case in Aaron's campaigns?
The color of the dragon does not matter in Toivoa.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
So
then
even-
that still might be the orb of dragonkind.
I still don't
baby
know.
dragons,
I just find them.
if baby dragons are being captured and butchered for evil drugs, I mean, it seems a bit much to classify the dragons themselves as evil. It's probably justified, whatever they're doing.
They haven't really had time to make up their minds yet about being evil. If they're just a baby dragon.
That is a philosophical conundrum that I am not qualified to unpack.
I mean, if we stumbled upon a baby dragon that wanted to eat someone in this library, for example, I know who I'd point at.
Well, maybe they're just hungry. It's not like a evil sort of thing.
Or maybe they object to being captured and then chopped up to be turned into drugs.
Well, I'm not sure that they're at that level of thinking yet. I think they're just like, food is good.
Oh.
And food is yummy, sort of.
Honestly,
That's true,
both
they are
food is
very
yummy and don't chop me up, I think, are both good motivations, especially for newborns. So I don't really blame them.
Agreed.
So, like, did you ever
Good thing
have
there
any
are no
sort of-
dragons or baby dragons or eggs here, so that's fine.
Do you have any sort of regrets about your work? It seemed like you signed up for something that you weren't necessarily, you didn't really know what you were getting into.
I can relate.
I have no regrets.
Are we
I
doing good
learned
cop,
so
bad cop
much.
right now?
Send help.
So it's
No,
all
I-
about learning for you. That's all you care about. Doesn't matter how much harm you do or what other people, how
don't
other people
hurt-
are
I
affected
don't-
by your actions.
I don't harm people. Dragons.
Well, you also make drugs that harm people. They're
Yeah,
also
what do you
harming the
think your
No.
drugs are being used for?
We don't use them to harm people. We use them to enhance people's lives.
What does frenzy do? Would you like to explain that?
It's a hallucinogen. It allows you to see into other planes of existence.
Yeah, I bet you test on
For how
animals
long?
too.
And
What are the
then
side
you die.
effects of that?
You move faster. There is a problem with the drug where it does cause the bleeding of the eyes.
So you die.
And then
I mean, I think it's not all bad. Sizen took some and he seemed fine.
Well,
No, that was awful. That stuff sucked.
also, Sizen is one of the toughest people I know, so I'm pretty sure most things that would kill most people wouldn't kill Sizen.
I think that to be true also. Yep.
Yeah.
Many
I
of
think
the
you've
things that
never
I've seen.
used frenzy.
The fact that it bothered him so much probably means that, it's probably enough to kill most people.
I don't
Are
think
you
we should
aware
give
of-
him frenzy.
Are you aware of frenzy's addictive properties?
Oh, yes. It's a problem that we've been having with the drug.
You're aware that
You said you were
aforementioned-
reaching addictive things.
Yeah, I thought that was your goal.
like you were trying to
Isn't-
create them.
Well,
Isn't Sageas' goal to just distribute?
we're working on Sood to make it more addictive. After all, it's a powerful thing that more people should have access to.
How does that connect to addictiveness?
There's not a motivation to consume it on a regular basis in order to achieve another form. People,
So you think everyone should pursue power for power's sake, even if it's forced upon them?
yes. After all, how can humanity progress?
You were at the bottom of your class, weren't you?
Well, yes.
Yeah, it shows.
Ouch.
That's why I got captured instead of killed. Not even good enough to die.
I don't think we're gonna convince
pause.
this guy like to drop what he's doing. He seems pretty invested in it.
What are we actually gonna try and get from this guy? This is on telepathic bond. We can try for more information on specifically what potions they are. I feel like if we get him talking about that, he might be excited and forget that he shouldn't tell us things. And maybe details about like how to get out of the library, but also he seemed a little bit to clam up when we were like, "Oh, where's your master? So we can go kill him." So I don't know what else.
The layout of the castle would help, even just beyond this library.
Yeah, that's true. If he'll tell us that might go into the list of things he just won't say.
I think
So layout of the castle.
could copy him some more. That seemed to be working.
Oh, I wasn't doing that. I'll be honest. Oshie,
One of
I think
you-
that's you.
One of you who this guy likes, you should try to get him to tell us what all these portals are. In my opinion.
Were we gonna try to cast magic from each of these portals? Didn't Bryn
I think-
mention that he wanted to try that?
Oh, it did make
Not
that like
necessarily.
unlock noise.
Yeah, it made a weird sound when we cast the right spell in the right circle. Which
that's
maybe
what-
that'll
Yeah.
get us out. Maybe that'll unlock a secret area. Maybe that was something completely unrelated. Just didn't make.
I
that
mean, I
connection.
guess we could. That's our intention. Do you know what would happen if we were to do that?
Do what exactly? You're going to cast
Yeah.
spells in the various circles?
From each of the schools that they belong to.
He looks at you. I wouldn't do that.
Well, if you don't tell us, we're just going to.
It will open a portal.
A
Where?
portal to where?
I don't know. We're never allowed to go. But that
Because
hag uses it.
So they're in league?
Promising. What do you know about the hag? Can you tell us more about the hag?
She
What does she do
stinks. She's the one who's behind our processes here. She brings recipes and theories. She's intelligent beyond belief, but horrible to us. She's inspiring, but in the worst way possible. If you disappoint her, she decays the flesh off your bones, adds it to a mix, and then takes it with her. She views us no greater than the dragons that we consume.
Takes it with her. Has she left before? Is she generally free
times.
to come and go as she pleases? All right.
Up
well,
till
that-
about 3 months ago. She stayed here for 3 months. She just left last night.
she's here, where is she? Like in the library, I mean.
When?
Where does she?
Oh, where?
No, where?
Where's
Does
she?
she have a desk?
Oh, yes. Right over there. And he points to a desk in the center of the room.
So that's definitely gonna blow
That's
up
a
when we
terrible
touch it.
place to put a desk.
I mean,
Maybe
that's
we're
probably
gonna
just
go
where the portal
investigate.
comes from.
There's like
is my guess.
20,000 traps on that desk for sure. She's probably
I just
definitely
mean-
foreseeing that we're gonna investigate it.
All right, Bryn, you step up.
General
Go touch it.
rules of feng shui, this is a terrible place to put a desk.
It allows her to view all of
Ditto.
us.
And for everybody to view her from
taskmaster.
behind. Awful.
Yeah.
If we could offer you protection from her, would you tell us where Segeos is?
Ooh. Roll a persuasion check or intimidation, your choice.
Oh, I'm going to use my inspiration on that.
Okay.
And it's worse.
All right. Fine. Segeos is usually arriving through the same portal that she departs through. It is a horrible, horrible experience. Every time the portal opens, it feels like fire is pouring through. Everyone
So
stands
it's
back.
extremely hot.
Yes, whatever's on the other side of it is exceedingly hot.
So I guess Segeos likes it warm in his lair. Okay, that makes sense. Some amount of sense.
How do you leave the library?
We don't. The bookcases fold out like Murphy beds.
Interesting. So it seems that... How... Are you aware of any other ways that people have come and gone from the library? We know that there's a... I think it was the transmutation portal takes you to the pits underneath where Segeos places his rejected experiments.
Oh no,
Do you
the
know
transmutation simply transmutes things into air.
I think you might have been told that, but that's not. We can vouch for it. Not the case.
Oh. That's disturbing.
Yeah, it's like a toilet.
That's where we put all the refuse from the dragons that we can't use. All
Yeah,
the
that
failed
checks out.
experiments. We put them there in order to be transmuted into fresh air.
Well, instead it's been
not-
transmuted into your basement. So
Yeah, they're
I'll
transmuted
go down there.
downstairs, and they're definitely alive, and they're definitely monstrous.
That's horrible.
You
They're
don't know
angry.
that.
But there must be a reason for it. After all, our professors were wise.
Maybe also a little bit sadistic.
He won't comment on that because he agrees.
you're replacing power with wisdom, and it's not necessarily the same thing. You can have some very powerful people who have very little wisdom. If Saphira was here, she
This
would
party
vouch for
knows.
that.
Eh,
Okay. I want to investigate Pitney Bones' desk.
Okay? So you're going to go over to Pitney Bones' desk. This guy, do you want this
Hey.
guy to go with you or you stay away?
No, there,
I'm gonna,
you can keep interrogating him. I'm
Okay.
gonna go.
I'm
check
gonna
the
walk
dragon.
him around to the potions. I'm gonna keep him arm's reach away from them, like so he can't reach them,
Sure.
and just ask him to tell us about what each one is.
Okay. The potions here are in development. There's several that are unstable healing potions. There's an unstable mana potion. There's a cauldron filled with a black substance that he says is an essence of the Shintaran Grove. He will show you a couple of draconic potions for fire breath. There are mana potions and healing potions galore. There's a potion of growth. There's a potion of draconic manifestation.
Okay, that's crazy.
I
Probably
think we
gonna
definitely
split that
help
up with people.
ourselves to
Yeah,
as
I mean,
many
I'm gonna take as
potions
much as we can.
possible.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Essence of Shintaran Grove. That scares me. That feels bad, but I've never really been there, so I don't know how bad.
I've heard that name before.
And there-
Remind me
it
what
is
what
bad.
means.
It is,
No, we went there.
yeah,
I know, but I don't remember what part of the story it was.
it is the place of darkness where
Oh,
everything
okay.
is dark and people are not afraid of the dark on the material plane. They're afraid that the Shintara Grove is leaking through.
Was that?
Remember when we
was
couldn't
that
see anything
one
for a
of the-
whole island?
Was that one of the Chrononacrim keys?
Yes.
Okay, that place. I think I was
Yep.
absent for the first half of that island, and someone else played my character.
believe
because
you
was
were.
gone for a week.
It wasn't much
Okay.
to look at, I'll tell you that.
I believe you were moving at the time.
Oh, gotcha. You have a good memory. I knew we'd been there, but I couldn't remember what the story was. All right, well, maybe it just makes you invisible, or makes you blind. That would be really funny if it was just a blinding potion. Well,
It might
So
also
it looks like-
Probably
corrupt,
makes
so-
you an evil monster.
it looks like we're either we're either advancing forward or we're going backward. If there's only two entrances and exits to this room, I don't see any merit to going backwards. But
Hey,
it
Pop.
sounds like we might be quite close to the boss's lair.
Probably want some potions to resist like fire or heat or something if he's saying that the lair is so hot that he can't even get close to the portal.
I wonder
Yeah,
if
that's
it's like to the
definitely-
hells or something too. Because it's a portal, it could take us anywhere. We've no idea.
True.
Well, let's take a full inventory of exactly what potions are there.
Yeah.
Because I assume we'll want to load up on basically anything we
There
can
are
carry.
cauldrons of potions. So
Literally, oh wow.
yeah. This is your opportunity to stock up on pretty much anything that I've listed.
Okay, well, let's start with the potion of draconic form.
Okay.
Ruzid, you're the expert on that. Do you want it, or do you want to give it to someone else?
I
And I
have no
did
idea
say
what
on
this
that
thing
one, there
does.
is just one.
Do you
Yeah.
mind maybe Eric writing it out? What you had had?
There's a wide variety. So, potion of draconic
Okay.
form, there's only one of those.
We're just gonna pick it up and then hold it in front of the wizard guy and say, "Well, what is this? What does it even do?"
If you consume it, you'll become a dragon for an entire minute.
1 minute.
Yes.
And what type of dragon? How big dragon? More information?
It's random. We haven't been able to nail it down. There is a side effect, though. You die at the end. And that's why we haven't made it public yet.
You die. Well,
The downside.
we have ways of resolving that sort of problem, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I'd
Wizard
rather
lose a
we
coin.
I'd rather we resolve an unintended death rather than forcing a death and then
Okay, well, like,
burning
if
our
you're gonna
trees.
die anyways, then you might as well drink this thing, go all out, and then die, and then maybe hope that maybe you can resurrect them.
that I
I mean, we
don't
could
know.
always
just
use that,
Death Ward.
or we just
Wait
use
a
it.
second. Wait, that's
offensively.
genius.
Why don't we just find somebody and force them to drink it? Wait a minute, and then they die.
Let's make Sigeos drink this potion to turn him into a
There'll be a
slightly less
dragon for
problematic
that.
dragon.
If the terrain makes it so a dragon is harmless, then sure, let's do that.
Well, I mean, if he's already a dragon, it'll probably turn him into a less useful dragon.
If we make Sigeos chug that, do you think he'll just croak?
Well, it'll take a
No,
minute,
that's a
and then it'll
frog.
croak. I also feel like Sigeos is smarter than that. Surely he has like a death ward or something.
Maybe.
Like,
Nice to
speaking
use it
of,
up
like,
if he
couldn't we
does.
use a death ward to stop that from killing us?
Probably.
And then,
Yeah.
sorry, after the draconic form, the other potions were.
The unstable healing potions.
I think we should take as many as there are. I don't know how many there were.
You guys can collect enough to fill 10 vials.
A lot.
Yeah, I mean,
I'll take the I'll hang on to the dragon potion. I would like to at least have it for later. So
why do you want the dragon potion?
Because being able to turn into a dragon, I also have the Orb of Dragonkind, so that means I can cast Death Ward on. It's a range of touch, so I think that I can give the dragon potion to someone at a range of touch with a bonus action, and also cast Death Ward on them in the same turn.
I hate that it makes sense because I'm still really worried about you being possessed by that dragon orb.
Yeah, surely he's not possessed. If he was possessed, he would have already done something, right?
No, I mean, right now we're taking the dragon in there to his arch nemesis. That seems like a great place to then bring out.
Are we gonna
and
let him
murder
out?
everyone. No, if we let him out, he kills everybody.
Well,
This guy's-
we're gonna let him out as like a potential backup plan, maybe.
This guy is like a gambit pick where like he might benefit from Sigeos dying, but he doesn't care if we succeed. Is the vibe I got.
For all intents and purposes, the dragon inside the orb might be worse than Sigeos. If we crack it and let him out, like, what I don't think the world just ends. But like, there's a saying: "Better the devil you know than the devil you don't." And given
Yeah,
that,
but we've only met him. We've never met Sigeos.
Yeah, can we like
That's
I
not
met
true. Most people
Sigeos.
here have met Sigeos.
Yeah, but this guy's been traveling with us for a long time.
really, my point is we've spent the last like 6 months of IRL time learning about Sigeos and his strengths and abilities and weaknesses and desires and his history, whereas we just know that if the guy in the orb gets out, it's really bad.
Why
I'm
couldn't
not
a
I agree,
stupid
we
orb?
should.
I'm not saying there's never a situation where, like, if we're about to wipe to Sugeos, maybe we just crack the orb and create chaos, and like
I
maybe
already-
that was better.
If it gets to that point, I have a contingency plan, but I'm not going to tell you
Yeah.
what it is.
Like,
You're
we
not gonna
probably
tell
want to start casting wish spells to like resolve. Like at the point where we burned all of our wish spells, then maybe
I guess
yeah.
maybe it's smart to not tell us, because Segeo is definitely listening to every conversation we're having. So if you never say what your plan is, then he can't know what the plan is.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay.
Oh, also,
Uh,
that's
unstable-
what I was worried about. Why is that stupid orb not Oralindra? Like, it had to be the crazy evil one. Like, come on.
Doesn't that mean that the nice one is still out there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's better, right?
Well, wouldn't it be better if we had the nice one?
Yeah, it would be
Well,
better if
Not as nice that.
it'd be better if frogs could fly, but here we are.
I mean, you
We can make
can
that
fly
happen.
though sometimes when people cast that spell on you.
I'm not speaking of contextual situations. I'm saying, wouldn't it be great if it rained cereal and cotton candy? That's just not. That wasn't the deck of cards we were handed.
I mean, I walked into the Blue Palace one day and then wings sprout out of my back. So who knows? Maybe that could happen to you too.
I forget these metaphors are less effective in this high fantasy world that we live in.
Okay, other items, unstable mana potions. How many of those?
10.
All right. And what's an unstable mana potion do?
It's same
I
thing.
kind
You,
of want to drink one.
you drink it and you gain potential of magic, but there's a wild magic surge that fires off.
Makes sense.
I like-
I just
I
don't know
like
if I've seen
potential
one
magic.
yet. Okay, there was draconic grenades.
No, there's no dragon breath grenades in here.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I thought you said that with the draconic form. Sorry.
No,
And how many
Um,
guns did you say there were?
there were no guns. I don't care what happened last night. This group does not get firearms.
So how much?
For those who did not watch last night's episode, there's now 2 players in Toivoa, 2 player characters who have a 9mm.
That's so fucking cool.
Excellent.
Nice.
I don't know what to
okay,
do with it, and they have no ammo. I wouldn't be worried.
What do you mean? I pistol whip somebody and crit on them with it.
Well, yeah,
Intended
he also
use.
took half his health. I don't think he was that scary.
So, who wants to drink one of those mana potions now?
Do we need them
I-
now?
I mean,
I-
we
Well, I
can
mean,
use one.
magical surges are fun.
I forget, Eric. When you roll your hit die with the unstable healing potion,
Yes.
does that use your?
No, it does not.
Okay. So
Like, does it
unless
use
we're
your
gonna,
hit die?
I'm sorry, what was the question?
It doesn't. Wait. So the
It doesn't
unstable-
consume the hit dice. It just lets you roll the number of hit dice.
Okay, I was confused because a lot of them are like you have to spend the
Right.
hit die or have. So
No.
if I have 0 hit die left, I can still use it and it'll
Yep.
still function.
Yes, sir.
Great.
That's
Yeah,
that's a lot
they're
better.
really strong.
Yeah, I thought
If-
you had to consume hit dice, so I was advising against making them, which turns out I was just flat wrong. Awesome. Yeah, let's take as many as we. There's 10 unstable healing potions. So is the unstable mana potions? Are they? How many spell slots do you recover on an unstable mana potion?
I'm unsure. He looks
Okay.
at you apologetically.
All right, so we get to have some
Oh.
fun with that.
I want to drink one first.
You may drink one
unless
first.
people have another
How many
way
spots are you
to.
missing?
All of them.
How many is that?
Well, not all of them. I still have 2 first level ones, but I'm missing 2 first level, and I'm gonna be missing 3 second and 2 third. Surely it'll give them all back.
It might give them all back, to be honest.
While
Wait.
we're here, do you think we'll short rest? I'm just wondering. Like, I'm pretty low on health, but I can take an unstable healing potion if we're not gonna.
I think
I
there's
feel
no
like a short
reason
rest
So many
to
wild
not
magic
get
searches.
rest.
It's gonna be so fun.
I definitely think we should short rest. I think we should do everything else first and then down potions if we're going to do that. Because if something crazy does happen, it's better to be prepared for.
That's
Okay,
fair.
so-
Part of what I was asking is I get spell slots back on a short rest. So, like, it would make more sense for me to do that before taking the mana
Yeah,
potion.
I think we should all rest and get all prepared to move on before anyone takes any of the potions.
Agreed. Especially because the potions trigger wild magic surges, which are a balance of some of them are completely harmless and some of them are completely backbreaking. So, yeah, I think we're gonna short rest just because we're definitely. I mean, nobody else is here, and it's a safe place to take a breather. Can we just add all the potions to the bag of holding for safekeeping, just for number purposes, and then we can take them out as needed?
Seems
Would-
reasonable.
Yeah.
Okay. I will go into the bag of holding.
I do want to know what does he know about the essence of the Shintaran Grove? Does it do anything?
We don't dabble with it. Only the headmistress was the one who messed with it. She brought it from the Dark Frost. It's a place far to the southeast.
Is it safe to like put in a bottle and carry with you, or do you know if it can be destroyed?
He looks afraid and takes a step away from it.
This music is extremely ominous.
Doesn't sound good.
I'm kind of tempted to take some so that people could research this, because this feels like a potentially powerful tool, at least just to understand more
You
of what
sound
it
like
is. Stop it.
some certain wizards that collected this stuff and study it for.
I want to figure out how to get rid of it.
Yeah,
I was going to
yes,
say,
of
if
course.
you don't bottle any, I will.
Okay, so
For
we probably shouldn't
research.
let that happen.
For research.
Yeah.
Yeah, anyone with magic floaty hands that aren't their real hands want to help me try and bottle some?
Sure.
So, how are we
There were some
going
other
to
potions,
get
right?
this?
I'm just going to try and do it.
You're just going to reach in and
Well,
get
okay,
some?
Yep.
All right, cool. Need you to roll a wisdom saving throw.
All right. I assume this is magical, so I.
Yep, and the DC is a 22. So as you look down at it and you go to reach for it, it reaches up to try to grab at your hoof, at your hand, and tries to wash into your flesh. You're able to resist the call of darkness. You want to continue?
Yes.
Okay. Cool.
Oh dear.
He chooses to fail the call of darkness.
Awesome. So, your hand begins to turn black as it crawls up your arm to your elbow. Do you want to continue?
Okay, we're done. No, stop.
Get it off, get it
Stop
off.
this.
Does it feel any different, or does it just look black?
You are having this black substance crawl up your arm. It's warm and comforting. In fact, the rest of your body seems cold and distant.
Turning into venom.
I see no reason to stop now.
Either you stop or we
Several
cut off the arm.
reasons.
I mean, if it feels more comforting,
Stop or we cut off the arm.
okay.
Oshin, do you stop or do you continue?
I would have stopped at Sizen threatening me.
Okay. Cool. I need you to roll a wisdom saving throw to pull your arm away from it. All right, you can pull your arm away from it and it will release you. And as you do so and disengage from it, a revulsion washes over you, realizing that you were about to become the thing that is in that cauldron.
Whew.
Can
I
I
wouldn't
get
do
a
that if I
perception
were you
check,
guys.
please?
Just Oshin?
Oshin, you see the student over there glancing at all the cauldrons in the room. With an insight, you can tell all the cauldrons in this room have been tainted.
Yeah, I was afraid of that. So that includes all of the potions we
All
picked
the
up?
potions you picked up. If you consume those potions, you'll have to make these wisdom saving throws. Pitney Bones has set a trap for you guys, knowing that you would want resources. The devious bitch, for lack of a better term, has set you guys up for possession by the Shantaran mind. It is
After-
a horrible
She also
experience.
really, we're gonna waste everyone here. Like, she fully anticipated us to take out this library.
Once
and
you had
everyone in
killed
it.
3 of the professors, yeah, she basically wrote this whole place
That's
off.
when she poisoned it.
Yeah. When you guys went into your magnificent mansion, she came through and donated the Shantara essence to each of the other cauldrons, poisoning everything.
We did dip out for like a while.
Well,
Well-
what do we think? Do we think it's just a one-time roll? Because if so, I might still take these potions, because there's good odds.
Even
of
if
me
it's
finding
not, I
those.
think I'll just stand next to you and start drinking them. If you give me like, some inspiration, Bryn, and maybe someone gives me some resistance, I think I could probably succeed on that every time.
What's the DC? Wisdom 23?
23.
Okay. I guess it is. It is. We do get some solid benefit from it. I guess, yeah. If somebody wants to take a potion, I keep in mind failing this save. I think you just are basically worse than dead. We have.
Maybe the wild magic
Inspiration.
surge will save you.
Worse than dead has not stopped us before.
Well, I know, and that's the problem, and that's why Saphira's in a gem.
Yeah.
Can I tell from feeling this and then I guess inspecting
Yep.
the potions, would they still work, or does it just look like exactly what I felt?
They will still
Like-
have the effect, but they will also have the negative effect that you were being afflicted by.
I felt no negative effect, so I don't think we get rid of them.
Understood.
You did after you pulled away.
It just made me feel like I was gonna turn into what's in there, but
But I
that felt, yeah, it didn't.
I mean, hey, don't let
It
us stop
doesn't
you.
have any arms.
Is it? Can I tell? Was there any effect of it? My arm being black.
It did not take hold. You were able to resist it. So
Okay.
at the
So
moment,
did it
nothing.
like
Your
fall back
first
off,
slick,
or is
yeah.
it like permanent? Oh, okay, I didn't know if it like permanently made it back.
No, it snapped back down into the cauldron.
A cool scar for you.
Well, the prospect of force feeding someone a potion might be. I don't know. Do we think this essence of the Shantaran Grove is more or less dangerous than anything we're going to
Well,
encounter?
I mean, yeah, I
also
guess we
have
could
another
try to like
question.
throw potions in Sageos' mouth, like throw 10 of them in there, and he'd probably fail on one of those, right?
Well, here's the thing: if he's corrupted and turns into some sort of giant shadow beast, we might just be in the same situation.
Well, I mean, we could turn him into a giant shadow beast and just like run away or something. Because I mean, a giant shadow beast, really threatening, really dangerous, but not really capable of forming a giant drug network and screwing over all of Toivoa anymore.
That's real.
This is true.
True. Do we think purify food and drink would do anything to it?
I'm
Maybe
gonna
at a
guess-
high level. I mean, I'm not gonna toss it out.
Actually, like depending on what she tainted it with, yeah, I guess if you cast it at a high enough, like equal or greater level, it could.
Yeah, I mean, I just don't know. Maybe it might not, but I'd have to take a rest before I could do that anyway.
You can
Yeah,
cast that as a ritual, right?
Yeah, but I don't have it prepared at the moment.
I don't.
No.
think you
I
want-
was just
upcast it to us. Can you?
I mean, you can cast any low level spell with a high level spell slot. It's not supposed to benefit from being upcast, but
Oh, I meant like as a ritual. I didn't know if you could upcast something. That's what I was asking.
yeah, probably not.
Not as a ritual. As a
No.
ritual, it's the base level.
That makes sense. I mean, we definitely take them. I don't think anyone should take one of these unless we're very prepared for it, though, because this truly could just end you.
Ritual longer, maybe.
And harder.
Ritual better.
Faster, stronger. That'll do.
Real.
Well,
And I
should look around.
investigate this desk now.
yeah.
Yes, you can investigate the desk.
Show me the traps.
Okay. Tati, with a 34, you can see that there are a series of magical runes that have been carved into the drawer lid. So if you were to open this, there's a lid on the drawer, and that's when it would trigger. You can also see that there is a series of pins that are attached to the side of the drawer, that if you move this, those are going to also trigger a separate trap that is mechanical and not magical in nature.
Does it look likely that I could disarm the mechanical trap without triggering the arcane trap?
Theoretically, yes. With your 34 investigation, I'll even give you the DC of a 27 to disarm the mechanical trap without triggering the magical one.
Probably get there.
You got this.
I think at 25 is my base anyway.
Okay.
I am.
And
I'd like to call Ashina over and point out the situation.
that's what I was going to ask, if I can, before you attempt to identify what the arcane trap is. I don't know if that's a roll or if I can like cast identify to try and figure that out.
You're going to have to disable the mechanical one before you can look at the runes.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. I thought it was the other order that they were in, so that's
Yep, all good.
Yeah,
Who's
but
gonna give
who
Toddy some
is
guidance?
around? That's what I was looking for.
Hey, you
I
got
want to have a
this.
go at disabling this mechanical trap.
Okay. So, sleight of hand check, please. With a 25.
Guidance.
No, with guidance.
Okay.
1, 2.
All right. With a 2, you are able to disable the pins and they will not fire off. You're able to catch them in the side of the
Ruzid.
desk.
I always knew you could
Do
do it.
high five with Ruzid.
Who's it high fives? Yeah.
All right. So you can withdraw the drawer and see the runes on top of it. Can I get an Arcana check from someone?
Not it.
Oshin, look.
All right. Oshin, this is a trap of true polymorph.
Yes. Does it turn you into a
Do we
dragon?
want to just fail that on purpose?
I know.
It probably turns you into a boot if you fail.
Oshin,
Dude.
you could
That's
do it
just
and then
free
just absorb
HP
it.
is what I'm hearing.
You can absorb it just to get 9 levels of spells in the rod.
Wait. Yeah, you should do that.
Oh, that is true.
Trigger it.
Yeah, I'll do that then.
Oh wait. Do you want to make sure that it won't disrupt whatever's in the drawer, just in case?
Oh, yeah. You know what? I mean, I guess what could happen without knowing what's in the drawer is what if there's something in the drawer that it's going to true polymorph that would attack us instead?
Also, well, can you tell if it what it targets? Like, does it target the person trying to open it? Does it target the desk itself?
You're able to identify that it's a true polymorph spell.
Fair
I
point.
unfortunately
Okay.
can't.
Francisco is going around the corner. He does not want to be there when you're doing this.
No. You're staying right. You're
Oh,
staying right over here.
we
with
know
us.
what type of character he is anyway. He's,
Yeah, wait,
he's
do
revealing
you
us.
know the trap on here? True polymorph spell?
No one would ever open that. Not in their right mind. No one would mess with the headmistress's desk.
Well,
Sure.
this group messes with a lot of desks.
Yeah, we don't really care. We hate the headmistress.
Is there a way that we could get through the bottom of the drawer? Or the back of the drawer?
Theoretically.
I am really good with tools.
Okay. Please roll your
We've
sleight
got,
of hand
like,
check.
some like wood carver's tools, I think.
Yeah.
Hold
You
Oh,
could
just
use
looking.
woodcarver's tools to get in there.
on. Let me look to see
Before
what
she
I
does
actually
that,
have.
can I ready a spell for when she goes to do that?
Sure. What spell are you readying? Remember, readying it
Uh,
means you cast it, and you're concentrating on it until you either fire it off or let it fizzle.
If it fizzles, does it still use up the spell slot?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I guess I don't need to ready as long as I'm just gonna run away with Francisco. Actually,
Okay.
Well, you can also get hinder fate up.
That's a great idea.
Yeah.
True polymorph is still a wisdom saving throw. So
yeah. Okay.
I mean,
I'll
you
do
still have
that.
to Well,
Okay.
it depends on the exact wording of how it's cast. If it's cast on like a space in front of it, then we could block it. If it's cast on the person who opened it, then we might just be able to buy ourselves a couple turns to set up like bardic inspiration and stuff. But it's still a great idea.
Yeah, I'll Silas's hinder fate and just hold that as she works.
I would like to use carpenter tools to go through the bottom or back of the drawer and try to avoid triggering the spell at all.
Okay. So as you begin
Damn.
cutting into the back of the drawer, I need you to beat a DC 12, which you can't fail at.
Accurate.
Do your best.
You haven't even told me what the skill is yet, and I know that to be true.
It's a
Yep.
sleight of hand with woodcarver's tools. No sweat. You're literally just cutting into wood.
Got it.
Okay.
Wood has been cut.
Now, are you cutting into the bottom, the side, or the back?
Let's go for the. Is the drawer all the way removed from the desk, or is it just kind of like hanging out of the
It's
desk?
hanging out of the desk. You would need to get either under the desk or you'd have to get underneath the desk in order to do this, regardless. Unless
Cool,
you.
I'm under the desk.
Okay.
Let me go for the bottom back edge first.
Bottom back edge.
Alright.
Okay. Awesome. So as you chip away at it, you finally break through, and a substance leaks out. It looks like liquid metal. I need you to roll a dexterity saving throw of a DC 10 to dodge it.
Right.
Okay. Tati, you cannot critically fail saving throws in this campaign. So, with a 10, you manage to dodge to the side as this mercury hits the floor. It
Who
begins-
keeps a drawer of mercury?
It pours out onto the floor
Like a lot or like a little bit?
like a gallon.
Oh, like okay.
Well, I guess there's nothing of value in there, so
Like
I
that
guess
was the
get
only thing
absorbed.
in there.
As it drains out, you can look inside there. There's some small bones inside there that are covered in the mercury?
I would like to use my thieves' tools to get an angle on it with a mirror and some tongs
Okay,
to gently extract these bones.
sure. You pull them out. They are
Really?
very fragile. They're small, and they appear to be draconic in nature.
The dragon bones?
Little tiny
dragon
baby
bones.
dragon bones. The bones, as an entire skeleton, maybe make up a 9-inch long dragon.
Oh, that's really sad. Well,
Yeah. I'm gonna collect the bones.
Okay.
Would we know why it's kept in mercury? Like, is that preserving it of some sort?
Mercury is not
Maybe
a great
it's egg
preservative.
fluid.
Oh, yeah. I just didn't know if it, like, I don't know. Would
You
help
would-
keep.
I don't know how you would know this.
Okay, that's totally fine.
Unless you
Maybe
were
it's
Pitney
like-
Bones
Yeah.
and were in charge of making this specific trap, there's no way you would know what's going on. I
Okay,
guess
that's
Sageos
totally
would
cool.
know, but
so is that it in the desk? That doesn't surprise me at all.
you look
I feel like
inside
we should
there.
have, like,
There is another thing in there, and that is a gemstone that is glowing with a pale blue light.
Oh my god!
Should I
it's
grab this one too? Or
No, it's inside the
Crack
drawer.
it.
Only Tati can see it from under the desk, looking through the hole she's carved in the bottom of the drawer.
well, what do you see,
Is
Tati?
there? I'll tell you in just a sec. Do you have something to put mercury bones, like a container? Get a Tupperware.
Uh,
I mean, there's probably some container somewhere around here.
There are many glass
I just-
containers around here.
I don't want to leave these behind. I'm gonna make Oshin hold my glass container while I put bones in it.
Okay.
And
okay.
and then lean out across this puddle of mercury and look up in there. I think I might be making it up. I think my thieves kit has like a little I'm thinking of like a handkerchief that I can put around the gem when I pick it up.
Okay.
I would like to extract the gem without touching it.
Understood. You pull it out the back of the drawer. It's about 2 inches long by about 1 inch wide. It's faceted. This has been polished to a high shine, and the mercury drips off of it, revealing it to be a pale blue gem that is translucent. Not transparent, but translucent. You can see light through it.
Has it been cut to like a specific, like? I mean, it sounds too big to be a ring.
Right. No, it's yeah, it would be like a grandma ring. No, this is this is a gemstone that would be used in an arcane ritual or arcane spell.
Machine, does this look familiar to you?
Would I
An
recognize
ingredient or
that
something?
Roll your Arcana check.
for any particular type of spell? Oh, that is not a great Arcana check.
You do not know what this is.
A Bryn.
Maybe Bryn will know.
Do you have any uses of Identify left?
Good question. I think we got at least one back on the wand of Identify. Yes, there's one. We have one instance of Identify on the wand.
Do you think that we use it here, or do you think that we used it with something to do with like the portal that we were debating creating?
Do you? So, as a wizard, do you still have Identify prepared?
I have it prepared, but I can always cast it as a ritual as well. It was
Yeah,
just
that's-
whether or not you want me to touch it.
Yeah. No, it's That's why I'm asking, is because I think the portals or the circles, several people have gone into them and cast spells through them. So if we, whatever this was, it was hidden behind a very powerful trap. So I think this is definitely it would be worth using the single charge on this if we wanted to know what it was.
I think it's worth it, unless you think there's something else in the library.
Well, we can just hang on to it for a second and continue searching the library. Because yeah, it might just be a valuable gem used as a spell component. I don't know if there's like if it's exceptionally exceptionally rare and high quality that it's valuable enough to facilitate something like a true resurrection, or I don't know, but it was have we already asked Francisco?
He does not know.
He doesn't know.
He's the bottom of his class,
Do with his
remember?
desk, he's not gonna know. Yeah.
I mean, if he was
I-
bottom of his class, I would be more faithful in him getting into things that he shouldn't have than.
I think the people that did that just die here.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. He
Like,
couldn't even do
this-
that right.
Did any bones leave behind any of her, like, work here? Like, other than booby trap the desk.
No.
Did she?
I mean, the potion, I guess, but
Yeah, she left those specifically for you guys.
I guess we
Is
should
there
do it
any
once over
sign of
just-
like what she did when she sat here?
No, she has cleaned up nicely.
She didn't like carve doodles on her desk or anything.
No, she did not carve doodles on her desk. No, she did not stick gum underneath the desk or her chair.
Right,
No.
That lady lived in our cargo hold for like a month. I believe that she absolutely would put gum.
Yeah.
Not even a little carving of sea toad coin being flayed alive and crucified.
There should,
That's
like,
character growth.
I've
there.
said no, but I'm willing to recant and put that carved deeply into the surface of the desk.
More mural
We will
thing.
retcon that
Little, like,
hardcore.
little X's over the eyes.
Yeah.
No way Eric just retconned coin hate into his world.
We will. It's not just crucified, but it's actually a diagram of how to dissect a grung.
Surf the
Damn.
frog legs.
She
and-
really hates
This
you,
is-
huh?
Coin
Highly
looks at
immoral.
it. It says, "My appendix is way smaller than that. This is completely inaccurate."
She signed her name next to it.
I take it as a sign of respect. She's obsessed with you.
It's not the
I guess
scale.
she's your #1 fan.
She might have a crush on you.
Yeah.
Is she
I don't know
crushing on
anyone
both
else who
Grin
thinks
and
about
Coin?
coin this much.
Well, I'm not into whatever this is, so
She might be. Bryn's pretty again. Francisco, how big is the portal that gets created when everything is activated in here?
10 feet wide?
Would, now that we know that it's created, Eric, would we have, I don't know, if like heard, oh wait, did she leave while we were in the mansion?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Never mind then. I was going to ask if like we would have noticed it during the battle, if she left during it, but that,
Nope. She was gone when you guys came out.
Alright. Do we think it's time to, I guess, kind of rest up and then try and open the portal? Oh, well, actually,
Still gonna
if Bryn
tree
was
that
going to
spell
identify
and,
that
like,
first.
And absorb it or something. I never did that.
Well, we still don't know what
actually-
we passed it on, but
Well, now that we took everything out of the drawer, I could do that, but can I try to, I guess, like reach through? Would I, with my Arcana check, have known how to activate it? Like, is it just by...
To activate it, you just open the lid.
Okay. Can I try and reach through the hole that Tati created and, like, open the lid from the inside?
From the inside. Tati,
Yeah.
how big was the hole?
Well, big enough for me to get my hand in there and get a gem out.
Oh, Sheen, how big are your hands?
I think I probably.
Are they geomeric size or are they normal people size?
I'm at least, I'm like 7 foot, over 300 pounds, so I assume that my hand is at least the size of both the Tatis.
If you would
so
like
I don't
me
know
to
if she made
expand the
it for them
hole, I
both.
still have my tools out.
Okay, look. You say you're over 300 pounds. I'm over 300 pounds. So they're geomeric size. Understood. So,
Fair enough.
All right. Either you're a very lean cow or your hands are beefy. So
Beefy.
Is that another
it
intentional
is.
joke?
Yeah,
Come
absolutely.
on.
Absolutely. So
Uh,
your hand does not fit through the hole that Tati made in this drawer.
well, once Tati widens her hole, I'll slide through.
Didn't like that.
Okay.
No. Can we rephrase that, please?
You said that she would make it bigger.
Oh man. So as Tati uses her wood carving tools to open the hole in the drawer wider,
And
you're not supposed to be agreeing with this, Tati. I'm trying to defend you here.
No, I agree. That's what's happening right now.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
So as she chips the splinters away, you are able to get your hand inside the drawer. And you go ahead and lift it.
Yep.
All right. As you tip the lid up, this spell fires off. I need you to roll a wisdom saving throw. Let's see, is it wisdom or charisma for this spell? I forgot. Polymorph, I believe, is wisdom.
Which, if it is targeting me, I'm just going to use my reaction on the Rod of Absorption.
Okay. It's targeting the contents of the drawer.
Which is what I assumed,
So
which is
that
why I
is
wanted
now
to reach
you,
from the
right.
inside.
So
Oh,
you're going to use the rod
smart.
of absorption from the inside.
I,
Okay.
After we saw the bones in there, I thought that it was going to make that into a dragon,
Yeah.
which is why I wanted to go from the inside.
Damn, I would have fallen for that 1,000% of the time. Well done.
Yep.
Wow.
So you are able to absorb the true polymorph spell. So scratch off 9 charges off of the rod.
does he know what it
On
was
the other
going
hand,
to do? What the spell
That
was?
was your
So-
chance to become a dragon.
So here's
Wait,
what was
yeah,
going
that
to
would have
happen.
been genius.
As the rod absorbs the energy of this spell, Oshin, your deduction is correct. When the drawer was opened, it was going to transmute the mercury into a mercury dragon, infused with the elemental gem of air.
Jesus.
So it was going to atomize a mercury dragon in the room.
Man,
someone
that
else
could've
could've
been
become a
Mercury
mercury
If he hadn't absorbed it, yeah, would he have become a mercury dragon?
No, he would have become a dragon. But
Still would have been cool.
it's the bones and the mercury and the elemental gem of air, which is the blue sapphire that you guys got, that was going to cause an air and mercury dragon to fight you guys.
Man, why'd you
See that-
stop that? That would have been cool.
After the session,
That
can
would've
we see
been
the character specs for that? Because that sounds
No, I'm not
awesome.
going to share the character specs for that because that is
Oh.
no. But it's basically 4 sheets put together. But it is a monstrous dragon that has flow that allows it to simply move without provoking opportunity attacks wherever it wants. It's gross.
Wait, you could have turned into a dragon then. Damn.
I mean, I still know Wish. We can use that for another fun
Yeah,
time.
but like that would have been wish free. That would have been like
Yeah, for
like,
Bryn's
easy, like,
benefit,
easy.
because I know Bryn likes seeing monster sheets and stuff.
Oh no, it's okay.
No,
if
it's-
you want to save it for a future, if you don't want that out in the public, that's.
I did
very
not put
reasonable.
it into a single monster sheet because I figured you guys would figure out a way to disable it. But I have all the sheets open, ready to go to run the monster design.
Nice.
Good
I mean,
stuff.
no one argued 50-50. We could have just opened it without checking.
If Saphira had been here, I would have been like, hey, look, we'll go ahead and handle this, and I'll actually do the whole sheet. But you guys are far more cautious when Saphira's in a bag of holding.
Indeed.
Does Oshin's deductive work here actually identify the gem of air?
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah, it is an elemental gem of air.
I wonder if
Yeah,
we could
so
use
now
that for
that
anything.
we, oh, that makes it. You crack it and it summons an elemental, right?
Correct.
Yeah, that's it. Okay, cool. Very cool.
I mean, that's very handy. Okay, we should, before resting or anything else, I think we should do a once-over around this place and just see if there's anything else left behind. Again, I assume things may be trapped / a lot of good things might be taken, but just take a look. Because the professors were very much gonna fight and die here, so their stuff might still be around.
You, Oshin, you did mention casting Wish or whatever, or using. We had that True Polymorph spell scroll too. I guess this is our last chance to use it ahead of time if that's what we want to do. Because I feel like we go through that portal and it's going to be a gauntlet from there. So.
I also think, I mean, I would prefer to stay in my current form, but I think Tati has a ceremony that could be very useful before we head into the final portions.
So, as you guys do look around, most of the items have been taken or consumed, but you will find a set of mithril bracers that are engraved with runes and inlaid with 3 multicolored bands of gemstones.
That's pretty sweet.
That's cool.
How do they look on my wrists?
Definitely identify.
You gonna put them on your wrists?
Wait. Oh, sigh.
Tati, did you put them on your wrists?
Ah, yeah, all right.
All right. Sweet. Tati, you can cast spells, right?
I think I might still have some spell slots.
Awesome. So, Tati, the bracers of the Spellbreaker attached to you. So, while wearing these bracers, you have advantage on saving throws against spells and magical effects. In addition, damage from your spell attacks ignore your target's damage resistance.
Damn.
However, you are now cursed.
Oh, cool.
Neat.
And in 7 days, you will need to make a wisdom saving throw, or your wisdom score will be reduced by 1 for as long as you will remain attuned to the item.
How will we notice?
I know.
Cool.
So
I mean,
it
that's
sounds like the-
extremely powerful.
Never mind.
I mean, my spells are first level. Like, I cast Ceremony, so. Like, Ceremony and Shield of Faith, so I don't know that this is, like, gonna do a whole lot for anybody.
You can cast Chill Touch, I believe, right?
I can, yeah.
Also, doesn't it require attunement?
Attunement by Spellcaster, and this specific one automatically attunes when it is worn. So,
Okay, fair enough.
What is it? So I had full attunement slots. Does
yep,
it?
we'll just attach it as well. That's fine. It'll be
Okay,
your
that's
4th
reasonable.
attunement.
So there's a lot to unpack.
Braces are sentient?
Yep.
What? Hello.
It won't talk to you, but if you fail the saving throw 3 times, it takes over your body.
Yeah, I'm doing
One way.
hand puppets over here.
That's a one-way conversation.
I almost feel like
Oh, I'm
we should
sorry.
have somebody
It
use
can
this.
speak. The bracers can actually talk. I'm sorry. So it can speak, read, and understand languages in its persona stat block. So yeah, so it can talk. I was wrong about this. So when you say hello, puppet, are you ready to have
Hey.
some fun?
Always. What's your name?
Name Spellbreaker.
Hi, I'm Tati.
Love that so much.
Are you talking to yourself, Toddy?
No, she's not.
No,
You
check this out.
fool.
That's not that.
I do hand
Weird.
puppets to like imitate the making the mouth with my fingers.
It's
So when
very
the
nice to meet you
bracers
today.
talk, it looks like
I'm
my
not a
hands
fool,
are
I'm
talking.
very intelligent.
That is true.
You're a
He's
fool.
really, really smart.
The two are not mutually exclusive. I
Being
our
able to
party is
speak does not
shown
make
that-
one intelligent.
Well, but you can be intelligent and also be a fool.
Yes.
I think our party has shown that several times over.
She's in the bag of holding.
I wasn't just referring to Saphira. I was referring to Saphira, but also the rest of us.
Who's Argon Real?
Argon Real? That's due to the lore of the item. We're going to ignore that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was excited to have a new name to learn.
Yeah. I don't have
Um,
content for flea mortals. That is not something I'm looking to connect to.
Well, Spellbreaker
yet.
can tell me all about Argon in another time.
I do wonder if we should put this on a powerful spellcaster, because
Rude.
you have to keep in mind. I'm sorry, Tati. I know that was uncalled for. I should say more damage focused spellcaster.
I think he's talking about you, Sid.
What, me? What do you mean? You're the one who casts the big scary spells. You're the
Yeah,
one
I
who
can't
carries
make this
the
like
Minotaur.
You can.
That's not a spell. That just comes out of my mouth. Well, I guess my spells also come out of my mouth. It's not a spell.
Yeah, because we should keep in mind that he probably has. I mean, we know he stole that armor that gave resistance to a whole bunch of things, and so this can be a way to get around that, which could be really useful.
Might be immune to a lot of things.
He might be, but he also might be resistant to just as many, and it's good to have a way to get through that.
That would be good. I still think Mr. Fireball Thrower over here, Oshin, should do it. I want to see you cast Meteor Storm. I still haven't seen that yet. I want to see it.
I would agree, Oshin would
Leaveless,
probably use
everybody's lining up to be your puppet, Spellbreaker.
Yes.
I mean, if
Do
We're gonna do
you have a
that.
preference? I gotta tell you, some of these guys have really powerful spells.
I'll take anyone that wants to have me. But there are side
that's really
effects for
nice.
you losing me.
Well, obviously, I don't have a cool friend on my wrist anymore.
Right? I was looking forward to becoming codependent.
Who's the last guy who wore you?
I'm sorry, was the dragon talking again?
Right? He can talk and he's a dragon. It's so cool. He was asking who the last guy who wore you was.
Oh, one of the professors here, he died.
We kill him?
No, he displeased Sageos.
Was there
And
a...
even you couldn't defend him from that?
No, Sageos is far too powerful for that.
Crazy. That means you've like been up against Sageos now, though. Like you've got that experience there.
Well, us artifacts manage to survive most things.
That is so cool. Most people that fight and like someone like Sageos and lose just die, and their story just goes on to the next world, and we never get to hear it. But you've got all this experience built up. This is amazing.
That's fair enough. Are you trying to flatter me?
Well, I do hope that you understand how cool you are, because I think a lot of people live their lives not fully understanding that. But if you feel like I'm flattering you, like, insincerely, that's not what I intended.
Are you trying to get information out of me, Tati?
I will be asking for more information because you know so much. But you don't, shouldn't feel like compelled to tell me stuff. I just think it would be really good. People tell me that I'm kind of like a good listener when people tell their stories.
Who tells you that? Because they're probably right.
Sometimes I meet people in bars and they like to tell me stories. Sometimes I meet people on the road and they like to tell me stories. Sometimes I meet people in a drawer and I put them on my hands and they like to tell me stories.
How many times have you put things on your hands, things that want to tell you stories?
Oh, you ask about the other artifacts I've met? I gotta tell you, I can introduce you to some folks.
So the Stone of Chronicles comes to mind. A couple of things.
There's, for sure. I can tell you about this real dope sword that I had one time. But like that is a longer story. So if we're gonna settle down into that one, I want to tell it right.
You got somewhere to be.
So are we just gonna be doing?
You guys
story
go back
time
to
with
talking
an
about
inanimate
who's gonna
object,
steal this
or-
cool item from me.
See, Tati, they want it from you. They're out to get you, Tati. Don't let them
No,
do that.
we're out to get.
We're
out
good
to
friends.
get you.
We're gonna be great friends, Tati. Forever.
They recognize quality when they see it.
Of course they do. How could they help but do so?
So tell me about Sageos. The time you went up against him. What was it like? What did he cast your way?
Well, he came into the room and cast Disjunction, which was horrible. It unattuned me from my former possessor. It removed all the attunements that he had active. It's his opening move. It's quite horrific.
And even your ability to break an incoming spell, did you at least get to stand against it and you failed, or did you not even get the chance
I didn't fail.
To try to?
The weakling that was wearing me did.
With your bonuses, I mean.
He was
even
quite
with your
weak.
bonuses, he couldn't. But it definitely was that he just failed, not that he didn't get a chance to even fight against it.
He attempted, but fighting against Sageos is a fool's errand. He should have never disappointed you in the first place.
Of the people that have stood against him and survived, that makes it you, and actually a lot of my party.
Well, then I'm in good company.
Just wait until we win. It's gonna be epic.
It would be. Tale to be told. Or I'll find a new wearer.
All right, so that sorry, what'd you call it? Disruption?
Disjunction.
No,
Disjunction, yes.
that sounds like a real backbreaker right out the gate.
Oh yes.
So, what is that bracer telling you about Sageos?
Oh, you guys not listening? He said that
No.
Sageos. Yeah, that's all right. He said that Sageos came in and basically killed the last guy that was wearing the spellbreaker bracer.
That's me.
Who it was one of. Yep, it's this guy. And I'm like, I've made a hand puppet again.
Point waves at your hand puppet.
Hello, Brung. He doesn't know your name yet.
So, yeah, one of the professors got on Sageos' bad side. Sageos showed up, and in his opening move, cast Disjunction and unattuned all of his attunement slots.
Oh, if y'all just get ready to counterspell his ass.
Yeah, that's a good question. Is it a spell or is it something else?
I believe it is a spell. But it is a very
He said
powerful
that-
one.
Do we know if
He
it's an
said
area
that-
effect or it's a single target?
The bracers. Would the bracers know this? Let's find out.
According to this essay block, the bracers are very smart.
If you had to rank how powerful it is from 1 through 9.
So
Wait, why 1 through 9? Why not 1 through 10?
the bracers do not know if it's an area effect spell. It's only seen this happen to one individual.
Valid.
Amazing. I mean, yeah, I think it's great that you were able to identify the spell after seeing it one time like that. I don't even know if Oshin could do that.
And do you say that Oshin's worse than an object?
No, I said that it was a really crazy skill to be able to identify a new spell after seeing it cast on you one time as you're losing attunement with the person you're possessing. And
Well,
while
he says
Oshin...
the word disjunction.
Oh, that's nice. That's great. They should always make the spell name part of the spell. Like the casting. That'd make
Tati,
it way
you're not
easier.
very good at these spell casting things, are you? Because normally most spells do have a verbal component.
No, they do have a verbal component, but like the name
It's
of
like
the
you've
spell being
never
the verbal
seen
component is
Roosevelt
kind of wrong.
Ignis or Bryn.
Yeah, that would be
or
really helpful for identifying spells.
I don't know if you're aware that Ignis is not actually the name of the spell. If you look it up in the catalog of spells, that's not what it's called.
It's called
who's
that
the
in his
wizard?
book.
Um, yeah.
Did you guys decide who's stealing my new best friend from me?
I don't even know if we can remove them.
I mean, I
You would have to
first.
have the curse removed before you could do that.
Well, I think we're good then.
I mean, I could do it, but yeah, everyone's call.
We
If you're
decided to
having
do a
fun,
short rest, right?
I think that Tati is better at dealing with voices that speak to her.
So now we have 2 people in the group currently with voices speaking to them.
Is that all?
We all have voices speaking to him. I don't know if you guys remember, but Bryn's Discord channel is not natural. That's unusual.
I blocked him.
I mean, you blocked all of us.
If you block Bryn, you block everybody. That's the fun part.
So we have not established the Bryn's private Discord server. The spell Rary's telepathic bond does not say. It's not concentration. The duration is 1 hour or 2 hours with extended spell, and it just says until the spell ends, everyone can communicate.
Right.
And it doesn't give a. There's no provision for intentionally ending the spell early.
Right. It's more of me poking fun at the blocking of a Discord server.
Oh no, that's fine. That's fine. I'm just saying that it's once you agree to it, there's nothing in the spell that says you can opt
Oh, you
out
can't
after-
unblock. You can't block him. the block. You're part of this group chat for good. Sorry, Yoshi.
Man.
Even if you die, they're going to talk to your dead corpse.
I'll just report you instead. That's fine.
Understood.
Or did you just for trust and safety?
Hate knowing who the report goes to.
It goes to the person who casts a spell.
Well, is there anything else we would like to do before we try to rest up and enter or conjure this
Well,
portal?
like I said, the suggestion I said earlier, we could probably mull over if we want to use that, use any true polymorphs one last time, because we got 1 hour, and that's enough time to make it permanent, if that's what we want to do.
Well, keep in mind that the portal that opens supposedly has a diameter of 10 feet. So if you transform into anything that's bigger than 10 feet in size, you might not be able to get through the portal.
Yeah, you could like squeeze if you're 15.
Oh, also, does anybody want to become best friends? The Tati can do. I mean, I don't have to be
that's-
involved in it, but I
I
think
thought we were
can have
already
some-
best friends.
Well,
I didn't think that was
no,
like a
There is
permission.
a ritual if you guys. There is a BFFs even after death ritual.
Wait, Oshin, would you be my BFF?
I'm more than happy to. I mean, if anybody else, I don't know if it might be more beneficial if you and Sizen are, but I would be happy
Oh,
to.
that was so cold.
Like,
Maybe you should be
Yeah,
his
that
best
was
friend.
really hurtful.
no, I would love
down.
to, but it just ups your
Don't want
AC
to.
out of character, so
Oh
I
yeah,
don't know
yeah,
if
that's the reason. That's the reason I can't be your best friend.
I know.
I mean,
I'll-
you guys,
No,
you have
he's
to, you
mine.
should take it seriously. I mean, it's okay to make it on like a spur of the moment, like impulse, but understand that the ritual means that in even after your death, you will owe each other
Yeah.
friendship.
That is a
Oh,
commitment.
that's true. I don't know if you want to be friends with Sizen after he dies.
I'm committed to you, Oshin.
Okay.
Oshin's very mediocre towards you.
No, I'm
Just, like,
more than
looking up at
happy.
him and like beaming with joy.
I would love to become BFFEAF.
Wait, what's the extra?
Beef.
Wait.
Even
I-
after
Oh no,
death.
I spelled it wrong. Death is spelled with a D. It turns out.
Yeah, I was.
The feed?
Best friend.
Apparently, you can be widowed from Befeed, but I don't think that's real in my spell.
Okay.
Can I roll my hit dice for our short rest?
Yes, you guys can take your short rest.
And are we best friends now? Is it? Well, I mean,
Riz is
after
gonna
death.
look up.
we
look up
already
at
were,
O'Sheen
but-
and kind of, like he's kind of like raising his hands upwards to hold on to his hands.
All right.
Spellbreaker, I want you to know that the first spell we cast together is going to be a ceremony for BFF EADs.
Okay, let's do this.
I'm really going to appreciate,
to
overcome
bond
any
souls
resistances they have
beyond
to this.
life. Permanent.
what it's like to roll with me.
To wield the power of life and death. Oh, Tati, you and I are going to be good friends.
So is the ritual's being cast.
Tati,
It takes me an hour.
let's go through this. How does this ceremony work for a cleric of MKL and a kobold and a minotaur? So, please hold a ceremony of BFFEAD.
Be feed.
The feed.
Right. So basically, what's going to happen is, so we need to pour a drink between you two, and I got to tell you that every ceremony is a little bit different depending on culture, so it's not always the same with the same folks. But I'm going with gut here on between you two what's right. So I'm going to pour out a drink for both of you. Each of you should spit in the other's drink. Blood is also an option, but I think spit is okay.
I'm okay with spit.
We can do
There you go.
both.
Oh.
And for an hour
Well,
of
if
this
you want
ceremony,
to, then we can.
I mean, all in on topping off these drinks if you want. But
You can decide. You can be more
For-
of the decision maker in this relationship. I kind of like being told what to do sometimes.
I will do as Tati says, and then tell Ruse to do the exact same.
So is it blood or spit or both?
spit it
I'm
is.
confused.
That's a little bit of dragon spit. There you go. That's for you. Spit in this one. Here you go.
Ruse is a kobold right now. That's why he's looking up at
Well,
him.
I mean, everyone knows that you're a
He
dragon.
got a little bit of dragon spit in there for sure, because it's half dragon.
A little.
So I'm gonna give your drinks back to each other, so that you've traded, and for the next hour, the two of you will start it off by telling us just like a real cool moment between the two of you, like something cool that's like a bro story. And then the rest of us will also, as witnesses, tell a cool story about the two of you.
Well, like there's that one time where I like grabbed someone and then almost tore them in half, and then you took out your giant battle axe and smote them, and it looked really cool.
I think one of my first moments
That was
just
amazing.
on the ship when we were first practicing Ignis together, and
Oh yeah, I love that.
yeah, I not in a way that I thought it was funny that it hit you, but thought it was hilarious that you wanted me to shoot it at you, and you kept hitting.
That was a
Yeah.
great moment.
It was wonderful.
I'll kick us off among the witnesses. As a priest of MKL, I remember the first time I saw O'Sheen get up in my saddle and take my place on top of my mount. And I thought, I'm real kind of put out about it, but also he looks really good up there, and it
Yeah.
looks like he could really wreck house between the two of them.
Yeah, we make a great team.
Agreed.
Size it.
Uh, He's been combing through the bookshelves and not fully paying attention.
We're having a ceremony.
They're getting married, and you're sitting there looking at bookshelves.
I know.
object.
This,
What's my line?
There's
and
no,
it's
you
more
have-
official than your last marriage. I know, but
Wow.
wait, didn't he have a night with
Is that
Saphira
too
out on the
soon?
town that he got married? Am I
It
misremembering
didn't
that?
happen. They almost made it happen.
I do not recall
And then
the almost
suddenly-
part of that story.
Suddenly, I realized what was happening and freaked out. That's what happened.
Roasting each other is a form of holding witness for this ceremony, so I accept this.
Oh, all right. My job here is done.
Coin, do you want to say something for the ceremony as witness?
I really just wanted to be the ring bearer, but Ruzid is very loud, and Oshin is very hairy, and I think that's gonna make a beautiful combo. Amen.
Yeah, he's so soft and
Amen.
wonderful.
I could
Amen.
have said it like you did, Coin.
Truly well
Bryn.
said.
Bryn, are you paying attention?
Yes, I'm here.
Yes. It's I'm gonna hand you the talking stick.
Oh,
Wait, you don't even give me the talking stick.
I also witnessed this union and declaration of being friends forever, and I support them in whatever they decide to do. I'm not very good at
Very
speeches, despite being a bard.
We think you nailed it, Brad.
Right. Yeah, that was pretty good. But I don't feel compelled to involve Francisco as a witness. He's not a friend.
Hey, he's not invited.
It's in the corner.
Yeah, he's hiding. He
Yeah,
doesn't
you
like all
better
the stuff that you
hide.
guys are doing.
Yeah, as they drink down their drinks and become BFFs even after death, I will tie this spell off with a strong hard knot that cannot be broken.
All right. Cool.
Wizard jumps up and gives Oshin a big hug.
All right, come back.
You guys look like no one can hit you now.
As
That's each
the
other.
two of you are now Mawied.
Is it insensitive to do this in front of the guy whose boyfriend we just killed?
A little bit.
He killed baby dragons in order to make drugs to
That's
hurt
true.
the world. So,
He
oh well.
could have been with his boyfriend, but he surrendered. That was a personal choice.
That too. That's real.
It's even after death. Do you not listen to the whole ceremony?
Could have had that ceremony. Now they're separated.
Man, it's kind of metal. I guess it's kind of perfect for our sort of union.
So, is there anything else that we need to do before?
Well, I want to do a sweep of the place just to make sure we killed a few more professors, double check they don't have anything on their bodies, and then I want to pick up the items from Salty Sizen if they're still there.
They are.
Well,
Right.
what were you doing while we were getting best friend? If you weren't paying attention,
I had to apparently be here, but I wasn't allowed to go. But I wasn't told I wasn't allowed to look around the room at first, and then I was. So, yeah, it's a lovely ceremony, though. Thanks for inviting me.
Can't really
Thanks
take
for coming,
advantage of the
everybody.
invitation.
Thank you.
The fun part is I know
Are
that
there-
in real life, these two guys have gone to multiple weddings in the past several months.
We left one
We're
a
at a
couple
wedding
days
this
ago.
weekend.
I think it's the third wedding we've been to together in the last like 6 months.
Yeah.
Man. All right. Cool. So you're able to search the room, and you've collected everything of value. What would you guys like to do? Did you all take your short rest?
Working on it.
Rest time, I guess.
I realized, Bryn, that we're going to want to try and cast something from in each of the sigils around from each of the schools. I don't know if we know a spell from each of them.
It might not have to be the same person. I think amongst everyone in the party, we can definitely pull off all 8 spells. Just looking at cantrips, I have necromancy, evocation, transmutation, divination. Did I say evocation already? Conjuration, transmutation. I might have it covered just with my cantrips. Because
not that
as
cool. So thank you.
I between being a sorcerer and a bard and having several campaign feats, I have like 12 cantrips. And yeah, I think we might have all of them covered. I might not have divination.
Well, I think that I can do that.
Yeah, probably. Oh wait, what's Silas's Hinder Fate? No, that's Abjuration. Okay. Well, are we
Do we know?
ready to try and open the portal? We should probably be prepared to face Sigeos at any point after we open it.
If we're like that scared, should we try to do yet another long rest, or is that really pushing things?
What
I
are we
don't know
doing
if
on
enough
resources?
time has passed.
I mean, no, it'd literally be waiting a whole day.
Okay. That's up to you guys. Like I can just take potions, whether it's mana or health potions, to get up to full everything. But I don't know if it's worth blowing.
Could try and take mana potions from the stock of tainted ones. With Bardic Inspiration, we could if we have the resistance cantrip somewhere, Bardic Inspiration and Sason's +5 and advantage. Yeah, I mean I think it might be worth it.
Okay. I mean, well, that's if we'd prefer to go that route instead of try rest.
I mean, we're also assuming that it doesn't keep happening. We're assuming it's a one-time thing.
I don't think we should rest.
Okay.
Oh, I wasn't assuming it was a one-time thing. I guess you'd have to make the saving throw every time you take a potion.
I mean, a one-time thing in terms of when you drink it. It's otherwise like if you drink it, you have to just keep on making that save. I just don't know how long,
I see.
I mean, I'd have to check the back of holding quick, but I do have a couple mana potions that don't require saves.
Well, whatever the group wants to do. I'm not against trying it. The only worry is if you have to keep on making saves for some reason. If it's just a one-time save, I think it's worth giving a shot.
In the bag of holding, we have a greater mana potion that's normal and 2 of the Shantaran, which none of those require a save.
That's correct. The Shantaran one, you have to roll a d20, and on a 1, it penalizes you.
And then I have 2 regular in my backpack.
Okay. I think we should say if we're gonna try our luck with any of the tainted ones, I think we should save the best ones for in combat. Because we can't guarantee that Sason is gonna be close to us and giving us all the advantages on the saving throws. I definitely don't think we should try and take any of the tainted potions during combat.
Okay. I didn't know if we wanted to go with that thinking or the thinking that we're just using those as a last resort.
I think we should either use them out of combat when we can prepare, or not at all.
Okay.
I might keep one on me just because. I might keep one on me just because if it comes to it, I have the best chance at surviving it.
I'm down to cheers and down 1 if you are.
So I guess if this is the final battle, if the Gaios is past that portal, then maybe it is time for those 2 potions together, right? Right, Dottie? I guess if the room's big enough.
I'm ready.
Well, I was
Slimy
thinking of
potion of growth.
transforming before I enter
Right
the
here.
portal. I'd still fit, but I'd have to squeeze through. But that's okay, because I'd still fit.
Okay, so in terms of things I might like to do, my spells, I wouldn't mind a bit of a getting some spell slots back just in case, because I gave up most of my low level and mid level. I gave up a bunch of those during the fight, and I wouldn't mind trying to get some of them back.
I similarly used a lot of my high levels, so I could actually use some back. What we might want to do, I can cast my Invoke the Amaranth spell to see if I can get a couple high saving throws saved, and then we could start, because that'd be another layer of protection in terms of this. And then I can go first if we want to get some spell slots back. And that can fill up basically what I'm using right now to cast the spell. And then if it's high enough, I'll be able to save anybody else if something goes wrong.
Okay. I have some decent rolls on the walking stick of Zarud. The highest one I have is a 17, which would be enough to guarantee me passing the DC 23 with a +1. And I also have a 14. If somebody has like a +4 to wisdom saves, that would guarantee a success.
I say we just kind of wrap all of our arms around each other and cheers and drink it at the same time.
Well, we don't want to go at the same time because Tati can only apply resistance to one person at a time.
Yeah.
So I think we want to go sequentially, just in case.
Yeah, but it's a little weird if we cheers and then I watch you drink your drink.
Well, we can. Why is the cheers a necessary part of it?
Just cheers with a different drink.
No, that's fine. I'm just messing with you. All right. Do we just want to go around?
I lay hands on you and cast resistance. And start concentrating on it, since apparently we're going to take a minute.
All right. So, Oshin, are you taking one?
I was going to. I thought Sizen just said that he was going to go first.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
if you're okay with
Sorry,
that, just to see, because if it is an ongoing thing, which again I feel like it's probably not, but that is
You
even
want to be
sorry.
able to cast Remove Curse on yourself as soon as possible. I will give Bardic Inspiration to Sason.
Okay.
What are you drinking right
Drop
now?
resistance and cast it on Saison.
He's drinking one of the tainted potions.
I will drink one of the tainted mana potions.
All right.
I'll go in the bag of holding and cross it out.
Cool.
Cheers, all.
I thought you were crawling in the bag of holding to avoid what happens
So,
next.
Sason, please roll 1d20. You'll recover that many spell slots levels. So 7 levels of spell slots. How would you like to arrange them?
Let me look at what I have here. I'll do a 4th and a 3rd.
And this is the tainted unstable mana potions, right?
That's the one.
Okay. So next, I need you to roll the wisdom saving throw of a DC 23.
All right. My sword is out. This is a magical effect, I assume, so advantage.
Yep.
Great. Oh, we're good.
Okay.
Nice.
And then I need 1d10,000 as the wild magic surge courses through you.
Oh, I forgot about this.
Yeah, this is
That's smart.
Make the save, and then
How
Stacy
could
just
you
gets turned into a tree.
This is the whole point of
so
doing
funny.
it.
You'd make a great tree.
If Tati loses
I
another
always thought
sword,
so.
I say we just go home.
All right. So as
Maybe I'll get a new
Sason drinks this, you watch as his armor claps shut, his arms are locked across his chest, and magical locks seal his arms in that position. As a magical cast iron straitjacket forms around him.
Ooh. Interesting. Did you
For my
also
next
develop
trick-
a preference when this happened?
For my next trick, I will get out of it as I try to struggle and very obviously fail.
Yep, very obviously fail.
You need
You
some
say
help?
it's magic. Oh, Sheen, does it? Can you see what kind of magic it is?
Yeah, I could, but I think I'm just gonna enjoy it for another minute or so.
Yeah, that checks out. That checks out. Remind
You
me
know,
not
if we
to
were in
benefit my
danger,
aura.
I would always
I'd
help
like
you if
to-
we're in danger.
Yeah.
I would like to investigate the locks to see if there are magical, like booby traps on the locks.
Well, so it's locked together. It's a cast iron, so there's no hinges. He's essentially welded in a straitjacket.
Tati, if you can get me
Without
out of this, it's yours.
No locks.
Well, he said it was locked. Okay.
Yeah,
So not
no,
locked.
it's supposed to be a
Nope.
cast iron straitjacket. So I suppose there would be locks on it, like a normal straitjacket, so they're like buckles, etc. But yeah, it's made out of cast iron. So yeah, go ahead and you can try to unlock it.
Alright, sure. I don't know if it's thieves' tools that I need or maybe some kind of metalworkers' tools.
Yes, this would be blacksmith's tools.
But it's kind of hard to carry around blacksmith's tools. I don't know if you are aware, but there's like a lot involved in blacksmith's tools.
Yeah, like an anvil.
Yeah, for real. Like I didn't pack one of those.
You're not
You can use
Wile E.
my battle axe
Coyote.
if you'd like. You could just hit him
What's
with
that?
it. I said you can use my battle axe if you'd like. You can just hit him with it
I have
until.
a hammer. Let's see. I have a climber's kit. I got carpenter's tools. Let's see what else. Alchemist supplies. I wonder if I can like acid off some of these welding welds.
You have acid?
I feel like you guys are gonna
What?
kill me. Yeah.
I have,
That's why
I
you're
have
recording.
alchemist supplies,
Um,
and I'm in Segeos' library full of research psychos. So I feel like I could have acid if I wanted acid.
I feel like acid
are
would
there
not
any
be hard
like
to find,
slits in it? Like where it's I don't know sewn together, or is it just kind of like molded around?
It's molded around him.
Okay. Well, I'm out of ideas,
hey,
so I say we just move on.
Let me start with whatever buckles or locks are here, and get those out of the way first. So just, I guess, sleight of hand to open some buckles.
Okay. You are able to unfasten this straitjacket.
Oh.
Ah, all right. Well, it's all yours, Toddy, if you want it.
Did you get out of it?
I mean, it's unfastened, right? I can take it off.
Well, yeah, we just didn't
Alright,
know if you
well-
wanted it off.
The cast
yes.
yeah, so this cast iron straitjacket is magical. The magic makes it way less than normal.
Cool.
Nice.
Yeah, that's all yours. You have fun with that.
Wait, why does Tati get it? Don't you think that we could use it on
Because she
Saphira?
helps.
Where is she going to
Like-
put it is my question.
Bag of holding.
It doesn't
Like,
fit
putting
in
it
a
on
bag of
Saphira
holding.
could be so useful.
I have my own special spot in the bag of holding that says my stuff.
How the bag of
It's
holding's
labeled Tati's
opening.
restraints.
I don't think that's what he meant.
Bag of holding has an opening of 2 feet, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
How do we get Saphira in there?
Because Saphira is
She's
very
pretty skinny.
Skinny, yeah.
Her acrobatics check is pretty high.
And I suppose Sayson doesn't exactly have the broadest shoulders. Yeah, it'll fit.
Yeah. The armor just adds 20 pounds. Okay, a lot more than that.
So
but-
willowy elf.
Wait, so should I drink a potion now?
And it's
Do you
fun.
want
Oh.
spell slots back?
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly,
cast
I might go
resistance
for
on
another
you.
one after this as well, just because I I still have.
Wait
I'm missing a
Until we
5
all
and a
have
4.
our
but-
first.
No, agreed. As long as the Bardic isn't going to run out before then.
We're just gonna
yeah.
stand next to Sison.
All right. So, Sason, are you taking a second one?
Ruzid, you can go ahead. I'll
Right.
let's just assume if we get close to the Bardic running out, I'll drink another.
All right. It lasts for 10 minutes, so you're
go.
totally fine.
Oh, that's
Unless the
the
next-
no, wait, that's the number regained, right? And now the
Yeah,
that's a
that's
pretty
great.
good number. I'm gonna get my 2 3rd-level spell slots back and my 2 2nd-level spell slots back. And wait, 4, 6, and I got all my spell slots back. Hooray!
Oh, wow.
Exactly all of my
Nice.
spell slots back. That is exactly what I
Oh,
wanted.
Nice.
It's-
Now you
Gambling
just have
works,
to not
everybody.
turn into a horrible monster.
Nothing bad will surely nothing bad will happen, right?
What's the worst that could
No!
happen?
Why would you
Worst that
say
could
that?
happen.
Stop.
You're literally
You don't
gambling
have to.
with the...
See, I'm good. I didn't even need the
All
bar.
right.
You're good
All right.
there.
Fine.
And then 1d10,000, sir.
Nice.
10,000.
Come on, second straight jacket.
Screw you. Target loses all
Ruzid.
spell slots.
Are you wearing a magical ring?
That would be amazing. I am.
All right, Ruzid, you are now paranoid that the ring is attempting to eat you.
Wait a second. Wait, no, I'm not. I'm not. I'm wearing. I have the cloak of protection and the wings and the shield. Oh, I'm not
think
wearing
I'm
the ring right
holding
now. I
your
gave the
ring.
ring to someone else.
Okay.
then never
Yeah, I'm
mind.
holding your ring.
So that does not do anything to
Oh,
you.
another whiff.
I mean, I feel
That's
perfectly
so
fine. I don't think
specific.
anything happened.
Oh, Sheen, you
Not
have to-
even-
Gambling again.
This wouldn't even work for like a regular ring. It has to be a magic ring.
All right.
All right. Am I up, or would you like to go, Bryn?
I want
Um,
to drink one of these.
So the thing is,
You can have one of the
fine.
health potions though.
I
You can
can't
have
give
one of
bardic
each.
inspiration to myself, so I might
I'm gonna
use the
try.
walking stick as a root on mine.
I have a 18 as a saving throw saved,
Okay.
so you can go for the roll, and if you
Okay.
fail, I can submit this afterwards.
Okay, and then I can use the walking stick to give myself a high number of spell slots back.
Oh yeah, that's huge.
Awesome. Cool. Yeah, Oshin, why don't you go next? I'll give. Let me just type it out. Bardic number 3 to Oshin. Also, we haven't mentioned it, but Phelan is still here. Even
Oh,
if Jordan's
shit.
not. But,
I don't even know if I can get there with the Bardic.
hang on. Well, it's did you add? You added your +5.
Yep.
Okay, I see. You rolled a 6. That becomes 11. That becomes 14. You
I
have
don't think
resistance.
that's
So go ahead,
Okay.
go ahead and roll the d4.
I have an inspiration.
Okay, that becomes 16.
What's the Bardic?
Bardic
Or...
needs to be a 7 or 8. So go ahead and roll the Bardic, I think.
Hey.
Bullseye.
All right.
Beautiful.
So you do
Well,
not
I get
transform
it.
into a nasty creature. You recover
Oh.
5 levels of
All
spell
for 5
slots.
spell slots.
Those were so many low rolls in a row. That's okay, because I needed a 5th level back.
Hey,
Sorry.
transform.
All right. And then 1d10,000, sir, as the wild magic surge courses through you.
Eric is just salivating for
It's
something.
something
Dude,
awesome.
I'm-
Think of something so good.
I give you these things out.
8801.
people-
That looks like a solid number. That's a great number, probably.
To be fair,
Now
last
I'm
time we
tempted to
did
take
the
the
Let's
second
Go
one.
Gambling, we lost
Alright.
a few.
So as you consume this, Oshin, all of the stone walls and the ground around you is now etched with blasphemous runes. The entire
Oh.
research library is now afflicted by the Unhallow spell.
Gothic. Kind of badass.
I mean, this place was already terrible.
Yeah, honestly.
Damn.
It's kind of a vibe.
You will be unable to long rest
Can
in
you-
this room.
Oh, nice.
Can you tell us, is that
Solve that
the
problem.
main effect of the unhallowed spell?
It's basically disadvantage on everything, and anything that attacks you is going to have advantage. It's gross.
Oh, wait, does that include saving throws on drinking potions?
Let me go check. I don't think so, but I will double check. Basically the opposite of Hallow. So, so Charmed, Frightened, and Charmed and frightened, you guys will automatically fail any saving throws against those things.
Oh, gross.
Darkness fills the area. You guys will have vulnerability to any energy bursts. And you cannot rest here. So,
We're fine.
Well, assuming
although
charmed effect.
we can't rest at all, even short rests.
cannot rest here.
We already finished.
All right. Well, then I guess we're not getting bardic inspiration back. So I guess it's
Oh.
good that only Oshin actually burned his. Okay.
Are we playing a short rest again or something?
Well, I was gonna suggest another short rest to get my bardics back after we take the potions, but that's off the table.
That's
now.
off the table now. All right.
Yeah.
But you got your
That's the
your
next
5th level
one.
spell there, Oshin. Good job.
I'm down another too.
Okay.
Nice.
Hang on.
I'll let Brain go first.
Do you want? I can give you another bardic, just in case. It looks like you want
Well,
to need it.
I feel like everybody should get to have one before anyone has seconds, if you'd like.
Okay, that's fair. I can do mine.
Yeah.
Because we have a safety net in the form of Saison. So yes, I will. I need to be knocking these off the inventory list, or someone does.
Let's give you a resistance though first as well.
So hang on. Saison had one, Ruzit had one, Oshin had one, and then I'm going to have one. So I'll knock it down to 6 still in the bag. Regarding my earlier query, I
sir.
wrote that there are 10 unstable healing potions in the bag, and it now says 9. Did someone take one?
I thought I responded in the chat. Yes, I put one on my belt.
Apologies. I was probably
No
paying
worries.
attention to the more the scarier things going on. Oh yeah, you did it right below. I was looking at the wisdom save you rolled and not the text you typed. Cool. Well, I will go ahead and down the hatch.
Okay.
And so I will. I have resistance from Tati, and let's see. So Tati, do I have resistance from you?
Yeah, of course.
Okay,
I
just the
pat you
triple
on
check. Thank you. All right, so my wisdom save is +5 and with advantage plus a d4. We make it to 20 because I rolled double 5s, I think, on my. No, I rolled a 7 and a 10, so that does not get us there. So, Saison, may I entreat you for a boost to my saving throw, please, and thank you.
We very much can. I'm wondering, is it better for us, because your bonus is so high, just to use an inspiration here?
Oh, do I use inspiration instead? Well, let's see what I would have to roll. I rolled a 4 on the. Well, so Eric, both of these d20s that I rolled a d4, a separate d4. Before we re-roll anything, would you like me, if I do a re-roll, would you like me to use one of the already rolled d4s, or would you like me to roll a new one?
We'll roll a new
resistance?
one. And it'll
Okay,
only be
that
the
is-
1d20. You don't get the advantage or anything.
Yes.
Yeah.
I just wanted to, before we do the math.
Understood.
So
Legitimate.
yeah, I have +6 to the save. So that means I need to hit a 17 on the die minus whatever the d4 is. So that means I need to hit 13, 14, 15, or 16 with equal probability. So I could use an inspiration on this, but the odds are about 1 in 3 that.
Okay, I can use mine, but keep in mind this is my one safety net I have.
Okay. In that case, you're right. I will. I will. I'm worried about going into the Sigeos fight without all of our inspirations. But I guess the 18 is better on the.
Trust the viewers.
Yeah, my inspiration.
Well, I do trust the viewers, but aren't we limited to 2 per session, which
6.
we got right at the start of the.
6 per session.
You not have-
2 per person.
Oh well, never mind. let's work.
Do you not
those
have
viewers to the
inspiration,
goal.
Bryn?
I do have inspiration. I was just going to be cautious about spending it, but because I thought we were not going to get any more, but because we got those viewers can back us up. So yes, I will burn my inspiration.
Gotta spend it to make it.
I will re-roll with a new D4 added. Oh, that is a nat 2 and a 2 on the d4. So that's a whiff.
All right.
I have an
want me to step in
inspiration,
now?
Bryn, though. I don't. No. Use my inspiration first.
All right, cheers. I will accept Tati's inspiration.
Of course.
Oh, it's true. He did the math.
Never mind.
Oh.
Blinn did math. Forgot we were screwed. Come on, 23. Oh, these rolls are so bad.
Oh,
you said
man.
1 and 3. You said 1 and 3, right? So
I said
like, one of these should have already
no,
hit.
You're right. I should have said 1 out of 3, but no, I was telling the
Wait,
dice one
so
and
gambler's
three.
fallacy. The third one's gonna hit, right, guys?
Yep.
Exactly.
He's already rolled 4.
All right, am I? We're getting close to goddammit territory. Is that an offer of inspiration from somebody?
I don't have any.
Yeah, why not? That wasn't good use.
I want to
Alright,
give you
Go
information.
ahead.
just so you can-
Saison?
God damn it.
Saison goes
Yeah,
away.
let him turn into a
I
slug.
will accept Saison's inspiration, and we attempt number 5.
God.
Oh my god.
You can't make this stuff up. All right, that's so. Do we have a number 6? Can I entreat you for a number 6?
So the people I have
gray
listed
and
that
black,
have
Bryn.
the people I have listed are Coin, Ruzid, Boilon, and Oshin have inspiration according to my list.
I
a-
don't have it marked on my sheet. I think I must have used it.
Okay.
Unless I got it back and didn't realize.
I
I
think you
used
got it
mine
back.
earlier, Eric.
Oh, yours
with
was
the
spent?
persuasion
Very
roll.
well. Thank you.
I have one. I was just deciding whether or not
I'm giving
you
it.
deserve it.
All right.
Oh,
So
All right,
Ruzid grants you inspiration, Bryn.
I accept Ruzid's inspiration.
God damn it. God
Oh, no. 6 in a row.
Oh, you gotta click it. You gotta
wait,
click
no,
the.
I'm
You
missing
gotta
the plus
click the
5.
feature.
That's what you needed, right there.
I'm missing the
Oh
plus 5.
god, that's
So
plus 5.
Oh
Okay.
man, I kind
Oh,
of wanted to
God damn
fail
it.
6 in a row. I kind of wanted to fail 6 in a row
Terrible.
just for the bit, but I think I made it on the last possible try. All right, so that's 4 inspirations down the drain, and I do not turn into a slimy monster. I will roll my d20, and
Sure.
I will use the walking stick of Zarud to give myself a 17.
Okay.
on
You recover
the-
17 levels
um,
of spells.
Let's go.
That's
I
pretty good.
will. Would I rather have 2 4th level or an 8th level? Is the question. Or because I can do a bunch of. I can get all my 5th level spell slots back, and then some 1st level ones. That's pretty good.
That's
5,
gonna be a
10,
judgment call.
15, 16, 17. I mean, the 8th one is useful for like high level counter spells. But I think I'd rather have 8, 19, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. We have other mana potions. I'm going to take the 8th level spell and then a 5th level and then a 4th level for a total of
Awesome.
17.
Sweet. And then I need 1d10,000.
Oh shit, I forgot about that. All right. Well, it's been-
these have to be good, right? We're gonna roll a
It's
good
been fun,
one.
everyone. It's been fun.
Yeah. No, we had 3 really good
10,000,
years.
10,000.
We had
Another
3 amazing years of
straight
playing
jacket.
D&D together, and then now, oh shit,
Ooh,
it's
that's really
457.
low.
That's pretty
Oh,
low.
no.
Good.
I'm
All the
so
bad ones
sorry,
are high
guys.
numbers.
It's 457.
All
You
right.
know,
So this doesn't really matter much because Bryn weighs so damn little. How much does Bryn weigh?
I estimate Bryn's body weight at around 170 pounds,
All right.
plus all of his gear.
Awesome. Cool. So he can double his body weight for up to 1d4 rounds per day.
God damn it.
And
Wait,
like
that's
as an
kinda
option.
cool.
Is that just like an action that I can just like permanently have now?
Yep.
That's
Nice.
it.
All right,
Damn, that's
I
cool.
will make a new feat for.
Why don't I get
make
this
a-
feature?
Now I want to drink those
That's
till I get that.
crazy.
All I
That would
got
be
was
a really
straight
funny
jacket.
one for Ruzid to have.
Thegeos is
It'll be
gonna like
broken.
double. He's gonna like double gravity, and then Bryn's gonna be totally unaffected.
Everyone would just get crushed. It would just be GG.
Yeah, it's only for 1d4 rounds, but go ahead and add that as a thing you can do as a feature.
Amazing.
Cool.
Is that like a? Is that an? Do we call that an action bonus?
Yes.
action,
Well, it'll be an
reaction?
action, yeah.
Okay. All right. I'm absolutely never going to use that. But
I understand, but
no,
it is
it's
funny.
What?
cool to have it.
What would it
Yeah.
even look like? Like would you just hold your breath really bad? It's,
You'd be
He looks
fat,
like
Bryn.
Bugs Bunny, you know,
Constipated?
blow on the thumb.
It's the new 1-2. He activates God damn it and then doubles his weight.
All right.
So So it looks like there were absolutely no ill effects of Bryn downing one. Should we just continue going around the circle?
If anybody else wants them, I mean, it's a good use of resources to get all these spell slots back because we can't rest. So getting spell slots back and having this, because we still have the safety net of Saison changing your save. So
and statistically, you rolled low so many times that we're due a nat 20, right?
Sure.
I mean, yeah, why not? I'll just not argue with that. That's definitely how probability works.
I'll go for
Anyone
another.
else?
Tati, would you borrow or would you lend me a resistance?
I mean, it's all yours. Yeah.
I greatly appreciate it. All right. Gucci.
Okay.
Maybe
you
it's
do
Casper's
not turn
brain.
into a crazy shadow creature.
Oh, come on.
You recover
What
one
is
spell
that?
slot, sir.
What is that?
No.
That's the other
Can you
thing you
use
hadn't rolled
inspiration
yet,
on that?
guys.
If you had just taken
Tyson,
a
how do you
greater
feel
mana
after drinking
potion,
that?
a greater mana potion would guarantee you a better roll than that.
Just to drink it, Size, and you don't spit it back out.
I was really bitter. There was something floating in mine. I didn't love
That's
it.
the magic.
Right.
You already missed your
Talk about
opportunity
the magic
to get back into
floated.
the potion. That was like for the marriage ceremony.
Okay, well, I'll have another one once everyone else is done.
Yeah, Saison, what's that D10,000?
Oh, right, God.
10,000,
really good.
10,000, 10,000.
It's 10,000.
Oh, it's high again.
Oh,
It's
that's
high
so
again.
high.
Oh,
That's
that's a big
really
number.
up there, guys.
It's gonna be either good or bad.
Well, those are the only two.
Oh,
options.
well,
That narrows
that's
it down well.
nothing.
Well,
Okay.
this also does nothing.
This does absolutely nothing. As the entire area looks as if a huge battle took place yesterday.
Okay, but
Which
what
it
was
literally
what was
did.
the wild
Accurate.
magic search roll?
That is a
Skull.
wild magic search roll.
All the bodies are a little more decayed than they were.
Oh, man. Okay.
All right.
Did
I
something
think Bruce-
change?
Not that
No, I
I'm
think that
aware of.
whole spell was a dud. That one didn't do anything at all.
Yeah, that was that. I don't think that was actually
That
a
potion-
I think that was
That
just
potion
like,
didn't work.
liquid,
Was it just like water?
tainted water.
You know, how
yeah.
sometimes there's like a
Oh.
film gathers on top of the potion
Yeah.
in the cauldron.
Are
Oh, that's
you
a
saying
dud.
someone skimmed the surface of the potion for this?
I'm saying
Yeah.
Sizen drank skim potion.
Ah, ugh.
Oh God.
Guys, don't
That's
ever
potion.
drink the skim off of a stew. That's gross.
Ugh.
Is Rusid, are you feeling like you're ready to go with your spells, or do you need some more?
I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go with my new spouse.
Well, then I'll grab another and down it.
Okay,
With
And I
resistance.
told you, Bryn. I told
there it
you.
is. There's the nat 20.
Okay, but now you're gonna get a 1 on how many you get.
Yep.
You
How
know
many
that-
spell slots do you
that's-
recover?
We already rolled the one. We can't get another one.
4.
Oh my
How
goodness.
much better?
That's 4 times higher than what you told me. So that's.
I don't want to talk about it.
I took a 4th spell slot back.
Okay.
Bryn, you going for another?
Well,
I don't
6,
think
2,
so.
6,
Oh, 10,000.
3.
10,000. Oh,
Yeah,
I really hope Pitney Bones is somewhere watching this whole thing. as we just take turns guzzling down her poison
Uh-oh.
potion.
So,
These are
Oh, look,
Absolutely.
Oshin, I need you to roll a dexterity saving throw of a DC 6. Actually, we're going to set the DC here real quick. 1d20
Uh-oh.
plus 10. The DC is a 17. A dexterity saving throw of a DC 17, or you are going to fall through a trap door that is formed under your feet into a deep pit.
hey, we found the way out.
We already
Okay.
we know where that pit goes, right?
Yep, we know exactly where that pit goes.
Oh, shit.
God damn it.
What are you doing?
Oshin,
uh,
the trap door
hang on.
opens. Yes?
we got inspirations. I don't think we want Oshin going through a trapdoor, do we?
Can you fly or something?
Actually, I can. Well, I can fly back up because I have my carpet, but
After
But
he
you get
lands
taken
on one of
advantage
those
on the way down.
Isn't the
nasty
carpet rolled up right
eyeball
now?
ooze things.
Well,
If we have this-
I didn't couldn't stop me
Yes.
from falling, but I meant I could get back up.
I didn't say it was at the bottom of the pit. There could be spikes, or there could be spikes.
It's just gonna go right back
I'm
into the
pretty sure
slots.
it's it's slimes.
It's gonna drop him into the slimes.
Oh, that would not be good.
Yeah, I mean, I can't do anything about that.
Coin
Well,
can
I
give you
could
the
use my
inspiration.
All right,
saving throw.
Coin's giving you his inspiration, sir.
I'd rather not, but it's like an inconvenience,
Oh my goodness.
bro.
If you're gonna take inspiration, you better use it properly. What is that?
Give me something to work with here.
It's improperly used inspiration.
Coin, you've been granted inspiration by the chat.
Oh, that's nice. I won't be giving it to Oshin.
No, I granted you that to repay you, and I didn't give it to myself. It's all fall. But
Oh, that's very kind.
All right, so Oshin, you're going to fall, and you're going to fall the maximum distance.
that's worth it for the 4th level spell slot.
Someone cast Featherfall, quick!
Where you are going to
Yeah, can
suffer
anyone
65
grab him?
fall damage as you fall. Just
Can you start raging right before you hit?
I have to use
have,
that
like,
as a bonus
super
action. I believe.
reactions.
it
for
takes
this kind
3
of thing?
rounds to fall that distance.
Oh well, if it's
What
going
can
to
you
take
do in 3 rounds?
Oh, do we
How
just hear,
far
like,
do I
over 18
fall
seconds,
in one
we just hear,
round?
"Oh."
It's 60 feet per round, I believe.
I think that's with Featherfall. I think without Featherfall, it's like 500.
It's like
feet or something.
500.
Then yeah, you do impact on the first round then.
Okay. Well, there goes all the health I regained during that rest.
Classic.
That was unnecessary.
But it was fun. All right.
Well, he's dead.
Like, so we lost Oshi.
Oh, my husband!
Oshin,
I
Wait a
could
minute, he
teleport
didn't-
back
he didn't
and then
get, like,
down
any
another to
benefits
regain that
to his-
slot.
Just fly
You're
back up
okay.
near the carpet.
Thank the gods.
How do I mean, if I... Okay, I'll use the carpet to try to fly back up.
you
but
can fly back
would
up.
Okay, perfect.
You
All right,
rejoin the
who's
party.
gonna jump down next?
You have to like spiral because it can't fly straight up.
Right.
So he gives you a hug. I thought that was it for a moment there.
Not so lucky.
All right, Bryn, back to you. Playing Russian roulette over here.
I think I'm going to withdraw because with a
You're no
bonus of
fun.
only- Well, I already rolled 6 times. We don't have another 6 dice to roll, and I think that at this point, because we have other mana potions available, I think that Sason's Invoke the Amaranthine is more valuable than me getting more spell slots back.
Can we do the plan B of throw all the rest of the potions at Sageos' face?
Brand,
I mean,
you've been
yes.
granted
Well, I think
inspiration.
Oshin
Oh, thank you.
Oshin should drink an unstable healing potion, I think.
That is fair.
I think that I need to.
Okay.
That's
I think I
Oh,
agree
yeah.
with that.
It's just gonna be a cycle. You drink one, another pit opens up underneath you, come back.
Somewhere in this stupid list of 1,000, 10,000, however many thousand, there's got to be something good in there.
There's a
Like
lot
something
of good
legitimately
things.
good.
Well,
Oh, yeah?
Bryn can now double
I'm
his
looking
weight.
forward to it.
I don't
You
even
wanna
know
bet?
what it is, but I just know
One of
it's
the
good.
unstable healing potions.
All right. You recover 65 hit points, which is exactly what you suffered.
That's so crazy.
That's so funny.
That is funny as all heck right there.
Does it
All
add?
right.
Is it just the hit die, or does
Yep.
it add
No,
the con?
just that
like,
right there.
Perfect.
Dice are assholes.
They are.
Um,
All right, come on. If it's
Can I-
another pit, this is gonna be so funny.
I need down a second one, but I can roll the 10,000 first.
Yes, sir.
I just did not gain much on that short rest, so I'm still low.
I understand. 23. All right.
Like a repeating number.
Okay, you
Yeah,
have a
it is.
spell book, don't you? You're gonna love this
That's
one
why
to
are you
your
asking?
profession.
So why are you asking?
The caster's spellbook contains pages and pages of court transcripts.
Oh boy.
Wait, this is talking about the time that the train wreck was arrested.
Any particular court? Oh. We never went to court, though. We went straight to jail,
So-
and then we broke out.
It's all the grievances I'm writing up to file against you all.
Understand.
You couldn't even
And
get,
it's
like, the
bad.
transcripts of, like, Segeos' court trials or something?
He hasn't wronged me yet.
Excuse you.
Like at the very least, he made this group hang out and go on this adventure together, and that wronged you. So
Oh.
I just realized when I rolled the last one, I don't know why I rolled a d4. That should have been a d12 for my barbarian level. So I'll lose the last 2, but add
Okay.
6.
You get 4 more, so you would have gotten 69 back.
Nice.
Nice.
all right, I'll take another mana potion, I guess, because we're still going.
Sure.
Yeah. yeah.
This is
10,000.
it.
Come on, I want 10,000.
A 23.
Oh,
You're
close.
okay. How
I
many
didn't
spell
wait for
slots do you
this
get back,
either.
Sason?
All right, let's see a 2.
Maybe 3.
11.
Oh.
There you go. That's solid.
You got 2
Yeah, that's
ones.
very good.
How would you like to
Uh,
distribute those?
A 5 and 4. And then all I have left is a 3rd that I'm missing, so I can't do that.
Okay.
But that's still pretty good. I'm almost full now, and then the D10,000.
Yes, sir. All right. That's awesome. So,
terrifying.
can I get you to roll 1d20 to determine how many days long this lasts?
Oh boy. Oh boy.
For the next 10 days, whenever you are angry, your head appears to be a bear skull.
It's gonna happen a lot, isn't it?
It's happening
I
right
feel like-
now.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's up,
Wait,
guys?
you were a werebear this whole time?
What? Not that
We're
bad.
talking tonight is gonna go bald. All right, I'm gonna take one more of the healing ones.
Sure. What's the worst that could happen?
I could go bald. That would be a weird sight.
You recover 65
That's-
hit points.
Don't become bald.
Oh, that was exactly enough to top me up.
All right. The wisdom saving throw?
This is just a healing
Oh,
one.
it's just a regular one? Okay. Not one of the tainted
Yeah.
ones?
Well, it was the unstable healing.
Right, but it came
so
from in
that's still
here.
gonna be tainted.
Oh, yeah. Okay, sorry.
Yep. I love how much you guys are gambling on this thing. It's
Oh.
We have a system, okay?
So 21.
If I was granted resistance, I believe I would pass. Was it a 22 or
23.
23.
All right, you got there.
There's nothing wrong.
Okay. 34, 48.
We have a system, Eric. We're gonna hit it big.
Aaron. Who the heck is Aaron?
Eric, my sister. But
All right.
It's
So,
not gambling if Brain explained why we'll win.
left or right?
oh boy.
Left. I'm right.
Think it through. Think
Okay.
it through.
Yeah, this is.
Your right arm cannot be cut by magical blades.
Nice.
I hold my shield in my left, so now I have a second shield on the right.
So
That's-
essentially,
I guess
they will not be able to
specifically
cut your arm off if that black stuff gets on your arm.
And
And
you
we
get a
just cut
ghost
off a little higher.
rifle when you get angry.
I think that I am done gambling. I've won enough.
Okay. Awesome. Anyone else want to do anything during this short rest that you guys have extended?
Do you want to drink one coin?
Wayne?
Really tempted.
Do we have the peer pressure going on?
Yeah.
They taste great.
Is there
Everybody's been
anything to be
chugging them.
gained?
I am a little famished for some health potion. Yeah, sure, throw me one.
All right. Please roll your total hit dice, sir.
We'll do that. I need to figure out how to do that.
Your monk level 18, right?
Yeah, 1d8
It's
plus 4.
It's 18d8. That's it. So roll 18d8.
I love that we were like, oh look, a big trap. Let's
You
just keep
recover
drinking.
72 hit points, Coin.
And we're doing this
Yeah.
to spite Pitney Bones to show her how stupid her trap is.
Thank you so much, Pitney Bones. It tastes delicious.
These are so yummy.
Okay, one of mine was curdled.
As you drank it wrong.
This one's a little salty, but I don't mind.
All right. And then I need
RIP.
1d. I need your wisdom saving throw to avoid becoming a shadow grung. You have
Resistance.
+5, and you're fine.
Mhm.
So then I need the 1d10,000, sir.
All right, so I'm listen to me, dice.
Mhm.
I think
Mhm.
above 9,000 would be interesting. If I can get the closer to 10k, the better, in my opinion.
10K. Oh.
Still solid, I think. I mean, it's high.
It's above the 50%.
Better than average.
Awesome. Cool. So for the whenever Coin draws a weapon, all of you have to shout Coin's name.
Coin draws his weapon.
Coin!
Coin.
Coin!
Coin
Wait,
puts
do it
it.
again.
Coin
My
puts
head
it
is a
away.
skull.
He does. He puts his hand next to his weapon, sort of like he's about to draw it Wild West style. Then he pulls it off of his belt. Coin.
Coin!
We got any more of those potions lying around?
The best part about this coin is now you can use all of your key on stunning strikes because I don't think that you can get any surprise attacks if we all yell your name before you hit them.
Yeah, that makes it even better. Coin
Coin.
draws his weapon again.
Coin.
Coin!
Ruzin was already saying coin before the weapon was drawn.
Oh, man.
Fully by choice.
Coin.
Coin's just gonna keep drawing it until everyone gets annoyed.
That has already happened, sir.
Ruzin is immune to being annoyed by this and just keeps saying it.
Oh, okay.
Coin.
Is there anything that we would like to do now before we cast and open this portal?
I'm ready anytime, honestly.
Yeah, I
It
think
isn't daylight at this point. Jinx.
Coin. Well, last thing to do is I think knock out and tie up Francisco. Oh, we should put him in the jacket.
That's incredible.
You know, like
Oh,
I'm already fully healed up, and I have all the spell slots I need. But I just want to keep drinking these potions. It's so fun.
Oh, we'll drink them later. Don't worry. We also have to
Okay.
save a couple for Saphira for something to go really wrong because she'll drink it, her soul will get trapped. It'll be kind of fun.
You can't force somebody unconscious to drink a potion.
No, we're saving it for when we rescue her.
Oh, okay.
I don't even know if we'll get
That's
to
probably
the
wanted.
wild magic surge. Her wisdom save, you think she's going to pass that?
No, not at all. That's why we have
With
backup
enough
plans.
buffs?
Still not at all.
Maybe a high five is all she needs. Just some encouragement.
Well, Bryn, would you like to run around and cast spells on these?
If we think we're ready, yeah, I think
Wait, are we about to go all in?
we might be.
Well, if that's the case, then I
Yes.
should do this now rather than later.
There's
And
any
then
other
Ruz is gonna
spells
activate his
to
cloak.
cast? Death Ward. I have charges on the Orb of Dragonkind. Sayson, I think we have determined that you are the linchpin upon which the party succeeds or fails. May I bestow a death ward upon you?
Certainly wouldn't say no to it. We should also think a little bit about how we're going to dodge his unattuned spell. I forget what it's called.
I think the answer is a big fat counter spell.
All right.
I'm calling it the
and-
bullshit beam.
I do have a possible way to cheese that. If we do get unattuned to all of our spells, I can use the spell Rope Trick, which will make an extra dimensional pocket that lasts for an hour. So theoretically, we could all climb in and take a short rest and reattune to our items.
I feel like you just dispel it.
That is something he could definitely try and do. It's we'd have to if we time it quickly, if we go into the space and pull the rope up after us, we can make the rope disappear from outside the space. And we have never experimented with whether you can dispel a rope trick.
Can he see that where the rope trick was placed, or like where to target it? If he has like true sight, which he probably does.
Probably, because the text says that attacks and spells can't cross through the entrance, but you can still dispel the entrance, presumably. Let's see, rise at the upper end of the rope, an invisible entrance. But yeah, if he had true sight or a way to see invisibility, he could see it. But yeah, I think we need to just counter the. That's one of the reasons I got my high level spell slot back, is so that we can cast. We can just be prepared to counterspell his thing that unattunes us to all of our magic items. But anyway, without further ado, so for we don't know how the disjunction spell works. All we know is that according to Tati's magic bracers, it exists and will deprive you of your attunement slots.
What's his face? Francisco.
Francisco's over there. Yep. You heard the plan to put him in a cast iron straitjacket. Is afraid that once
that
done,
plan.
you were going to throw him down the hole.
Well, I mean, you know.
We wouldn't put the jacket on
We're
you.
not-
It's a perfectly good jacket.
We're not students at this library. We don't put people down that hole. Which one of these books do you think would be the best bet at understanding the what's it called? Disjunction? The disjunction spell?
These books don't teach that.
I'm not asking to learn it. I just want to know about it.
And what does it even do?
We don't have that knowledge. Lord Segeos doesn't teach us these spells. He views it as being a threat to him.
Does this library have like an index?
It's a research
You have
library.
a card catalog?
No, look, if you need a specific recipe, you go to the book in question, and he will guide you to the various books so you guys can get recipes for all sorts of things.
Love recipes.
We're talking about indexes. and
Immediately
catalogs.
distracted. I'm gonna grab some recipes.
I'll definitely grab any books on any rare potion recipes for my parents, just in case.
Sure. Cool. So you can
Are there
get the
any
recipes
recipes
for
that
the
might
mana
help
potions,
Bryn
etc.
at dinner time?
Potions that will help Bryn at dinner time with making meals?
The potion of
Well,
making
that's
better
what I
meals.
assume he's going to
Is
be
that what
doing
you're
at dinner
saying?
time.
I believe
Potion of
there
hot-
is something called bourbon.
I was gonna say wine, but I respect
Potion
it.
of bourbon. where's the book about the recipe for bourbon?
You will find the Alcoholic's Guide to Cooking.
Nice.
You know what skill set I don't have right now?
Distilling?
What?
Can't make alcohol. Yeah, I can't make alcohol right now. Let me drop a book in the bag.
Okay. There it goes.
Francisco says this library is not going to help us at all with understanding disjunction.
That's okay.
Well, I think he
Worth
has a
try.
disjunction. How about that?
He does, for real.
All right, I do think we do not take him with us, but we leave him here and come back after we've killed Zygaeos and then get him out of here.
Yeah, the only place he can go is the pit, apparently, or he could try and follow us. Oh shit! We should actually put him in the straitjacket because if he follows us into the Zygaeos fight, he might try and help his master.
No, 100%.
He wouldn't even follow us to Pitney
Bones.
Bones' desk. What makes you think he's going to go through that portal?
Wait, listen,
Well-
better safe than sorry. I think we
What is
take
it-
his casting implements, we tie him up, put him in the jacket, and come back for him later.
We could just, I mean, I have a pair of manacles. We could just attach him to like a piece of furniture here.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not against that.
Indefinitely. I mean, I guess someone will find him, or he'll blow up with the
He
island.
puts
I don't really care.
people in that pit. And I have the bones of a baby dragon.
Why don't we put him in the pit?
I know,
Listen,
right?
we're not going to kill him. He did surrender, but we're also not going to be super nice to him.
He
What if we just-
experimented on baby dragons?
Hear me out. What if we just
What?
give him a portal swirly? We just dunk his head in for a bit.
Isn't
that
the
might
portal
just
like
kill
scorching
him.
hot? Wouldn't that kill him?
Yeah.
Wait, wouldn't that kill us? How are we gonna deal with that?
Good question.
We didn't really think about that too much, did we? The fact that the portal. Did you say the portal's like scorching hot, right? Like that you got close to it and it hurt, or that
Yes.
the heat was. Yeah, that might be a problem, guys. No, not a problem. You know what? I'll just tough it out.
Potion
I got
of fire immunity was not anywhere
No,
on these shelves.
they do not. They have the recipe, but they don't have the materials.
I'll grab the recipe.
Okay.
What's the recipe?
The recipe for that, I would have to go look it up, but we have a new crafting book called Heliona's Guide to Monster Hunting that has all these types of things.
Ooh, cool.
Delicious.
Well,
Basilisk or something.
I'm down to just tie this guy up and then open the portal. If we want, we could drop down one of the beds behind the walls and handcuff him to one of those. You know, let him be at least a little bit comfortable.
Would that be comfortable?
I mean, would you rather be handcuffed to a desk or a bed?
I mean, it depends on the situation, but
I
in
know
this
my
case,
answer.
He will answer a
let's
bed.
ask for. He wants a bed.
Yeah, he'd rather the bed because
All right.
it's harder to fall asleep otherwise.
Just cuff
Yeah,
him.
I am gonna check him just to make sure he's not holding any other surprise potions or keys or anything, and also take any arcane casting tool he might have.
Okay, so you can take his arcane focus,
Yep, perfect.
which is
Hey, I just-
a arcane. It is a arcane focus that enhances pyromancy.
Ah, that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Hey,
Pretty
Ruben,
basic, though.
you do fire.
Hmm?
Yeah, you can hold on to this if you want. It's good for fire magic.
Oh, what is it? What does it do again?
It requires attunement and it gives +1 to fire damage spells.
I can't attune to that crap. I got more important things to attune to.
Well, you can hold it just
It also
in case you ever
doubles
want it for
as like a.
partnership.
It doubles as a ranged weapon.
I got more important things to attune to.
No one likes my gifts.
I'll take it.
I'm going to attach Francisco to the bed.
Okay. He enjoys the process.
Francisco,
Dude,
Yes.
I want to let you know something.
This is most unpleasant.
My arcane friends here, Bryn and co. I have asked them to rig the bed with a word triggered explosive. So if you say any of our names or anything related to us to anyone near this bed, it'll blow up and you'll die. So loose lips, all right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Wait, what if we say those things?
Coin rolls an 18 on deception.
He believes you.
Okay. Coin walked away.
Okay.
better hope we win or you're gonna die here. See ya.
So Ruzid activated the cloak earlier, so he's gonna look down at Oshin and say, "So, I guess we could call this one like a honeymoon." And Ruzid's gonna kind of offer for him to ride on his back.
Yeah, just 1 second, and I'm gonna run over and lay my non-magical battle axe across the lap of this guy. I did kind of tell him that I'd help him protect himself against Pitney Bones, so I'm not going to leave him completely defenseless.
Okay, so you leave him chained to the bed with a battle axe. Understood.
I'm sorry to break
He's just
it to
gonna
you,
get
but
himself out.
I'm sorry to break it to you, but I don't think that's gonna save him from Pitney Bones if he wants to kill him.
Yeah, but I'm not like a liar. That's
You know what?
I mean, this just
You're
undoes tying him to the bed, but you know.
only if he knows how to use it.
I like to think it's self-explanatory.
You'd be surprised. Battle axes are actually really hard to use.
No, fair, but
Yeah.
Well,
Speaking as someone who used to sell them at the store, they're actually really hard to use.
Have you tried to use one of those things in Dark and Darker? Thing sucks.
Using it on a target dummy is even harder. Usually the customers would come in and it would slip in their hands when swinging and it'd hit flat side.
Movement speed penalty.
Does everybody
huge.
have a detect thoughts potion on their equipment list?
I
do
don't think so.
Nah.
We definitely. I might have one. Hang on. This was something that we talked about before, and it was something that we might want to drink going into combat to read Sigeos' mind. That's especially useful if he can cast subtle spells. We might.
It's also useful if he goes invisible.
Yeah.
So
I will say, how long do those last?
A minute, I think.
Because we don't know if we're going to go through the portal and immediately meet him.
Yeah, I'm not saying we should drink them now, but I think you should have, like, they shouldn't be in the bag.
we
of
should be
holding.
ready to
I
immediately,
Okay.
agree.
but
I
maybe
agree
not
100%.
100% expected.
I don't have one, but I would like.
does
one.
anybody have one?
Wait, I need a potion of
I have
slimy
one,
growth
and
as
there's
well.
a bunch in the bag of holding.
Yeah.
You think it's worth putting on a belt? I have mana potions on my belt.
If you put it on your equipment list, it's not a bonus action, but it is an action to take it.
I will do
Okay.
that.
I will put one in my bag as well. There's only 4 in the bag. Has anybody removed from you?
Well,
I have mine
not.
already.
Okay, you already have one, so we have 4 in total. Bryn should definitely take one. Because for counterspell purposes, you're a powerful counterspeller.
Amazing.
In that case,
I will-
same with Oshin, I would argue.
Okay, I will add one to my inventory. If someone could please go into the bag of holding and delete
Yep.
potion of mind reading.
I'll mark that. Oshin, you can take one.
Right, will do.
All right,
Great.
we're gonna add the 2014 and not the 2024 version, although it's exactly the same description. So cool, thank you.
I guess that then at this point, Ruzid, myself, Coin, and Toivoan are the last ones, and there's 2 left.
Well, I probably won't use one. Just
Yeah,
for
it's
Toivoan.
probably fair. Any preferences? I feel like Coin's not a terrible option because he can run down Sigeos pretty well with his speed.
For what is this for?
Potion of mind reading, so this way you could actually locate him if he's hiding.
Mind reading? Yeah, that would be good, especially because I believe Coin can technically understand all languages, so even if he tries to obscure his language, Coin could still catch it. I'm not
Yeah, that's
against
pretty
it.
clever, huh?
I don't know if that's something he would have up his trick, but it seems like he'd be bilingual.
I think that's enough reason to give you one, so you can take one, mark it on your sheet. Ruzid, do you have strong preferences for keeping, or I can take it either way. Which would you prefer?
Keeping which thing?
We have 1 potion of mind reading left between the 2 of
I
us.
don't need it.
Okay, I'll put it on my thing, and we
I
have
don't want
no
to think
more
about
in
reading
the bag.
minds. I want to think about slaughtering my enemies.
Fair enough. We'll find the mines and you take care of them from there.
Yeah.
So real for that.
Oh, Toddy, speaking of, I guess this is finally the moment you've been waiting for. I need that potion of slimy growth that you keep getting
Fantastic.
hyped up about.
I'll pass it over to you.
My one stipulation is I'm only going to use it if 1, the room is big enough, and 2,
Mhm.
Segeos is in the room.
That makes sense.
Okay, those are my rules, so don't get disappointed if I don't use it otherwise.
But you're holding it, right?
Yeah, Ruse is going to put it in
Okay.
his inventory.
Okay. Shall
I'll
we
put it on
open the
I'll put it on
portal?
the belt, actually.
There's one more thing we have to do. Who's your favorite grung that's gonna kick a dragon's ass? He draws.
Coin.
Coin!
Coin.
Who's a mighty captain with a crew here to attack? He draws.
Coin.
Coin.
When I say sea toad, you say coin. Sea toad.
Coin!
Coin.
Sea toad.
Coin.
Coin!
Coin.
Coin.
Huelan will come over and slap him on the head, and then We'll be ready.
Absolutely amazing.
So,
Toivoan.
you guys look at the various magical circles around the room. You've tied up and given a battle axe to Francisco. What do you want to do?
Let's start casting spells in the circles, yeah, guys?
Peruse of this
Yeah, I
sigil.
believe Bryn will run around, and any that Bryn can't do, let me know and I'll see if I can fill the...
Yeah, Bryn will go to the
Oh god, I just realized we're
yeah.
stupid. We should have cast our buffs in the circles for it.
Oh yeah, that would have been great. Shoot. Unlucky.
Well, did you use all of the death wards in the thing?
I could do another death ward. I have 3 charges left, which is enough for 1 additional death ward. But do we know, we don't know for a fact that it would do anything. Because even if it casts it up to like 9th level, I don't know if Death Ward gets any benefits for being upcast.
True, it doesn't, but...
I mean, if we want to do another Death Ward, we could do it now.
I don't think it's worth it.
Okay. I'm kind of inclined to also just let's
Okay,
advance.
not an issue.
Okay, so telepathic bond has like an hour-ish left because we well no, all we did was take shores. Eric, how long would you say we've spent in the library?
Total? Or since you got out of the mansion?
Since we came out of the mansion.
2 hours?
Okay. Well that was the magic number. So I think we're gonna re-up Rary's telepathic bond. So what kind of spell is that? Is that divination? Because that would be really convenient actually to cast that on the... Yes, it is. Okay. It may not be too late to take advantage of these circles. So I'm gonna just D&D Schools of Magic. I'm just gonna have them... Okay, so starting with Abjuration.
Abjuration?
Bryn is going to go to the Abjuration circle.
Yes, sir.
And then is going to cast Silas's Hinder Fate,
Very well.
which is an Abjuration cantrip.
Got it. As
And
it
then-
fires off, this one does not require concentration.
Thing. Okay, that's super cool.
It'll
maybe
last
come
the
back
full
and do it
minute,
again.
but, you know, you've got that in the bag right now.
That's awesome that we can come back and do that again. Maybe with an extended spell, like just to have something really good. Okay, alteration is apparently a spell.
That should be transmutation.
Oh no, gotcha. Okay, yeah, I'm not sure I'd heard that before.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, then we can go and do transmutation. I think Shape Storm is a transmutation cantrip, so I will go to the transmutation
Interesting.
circle. It is the only I have never actually cast it. I have the Friend of Shalom feat
Nice.
from a couple months back, but I will cast Shape Storm
Okay.
on the and I'll give myself
You gain all the
a shield
effects.
Oh no. Nice.
Hey.
Cool. And then after that is conjuration.
Okay.
What conjuration spells do I have? I may lack conjuration.
I have it. It's just Mage Hand.
Perfect.
No, it's
Yeah,
cast
can you?
simulacrum and make 10.
Can you?
No.
Oshin, can you take this one?
Yeah, I'll go over and make a little Mage Hand or
All right.
hoof.
The mage hand will last the maximum duration.
Oh, mage hand. I missed it. I did have one. Thank you. Cool. Next is divination. We're gonna save that one for last because it's that's an actual good spell that I want to cast and not just throwing away a cantrip. Enchantment is I will go to all my enchantment spells are mean. Is there, if I go to the enchantment circle, can I see the bed where our prisoner is being held?
Oh, we'll say so.
Okay, cool. These guys definitely had and he's had a chance to rest with us, so he's definitely gotten his hit points back. I'm gonna cast Headache on him.
Okay. He will fail it, and you get to maximize the spell. How much damage does Headache do maximized?
24
Okay.
psychic damage.
He is still alive. As he
Sorry.
clutches in his head, as he is chained to a bed, being psychically tortured by Bryn Gemflower.
Sorry,
that was really cool.
Well, it had to be someone, and I didn't want to give up hit points on someone in the party.
I would just held in,
Okay.
but that's okay.
Wait, hold monster?
The whole person is
that would have been a huge waste of spell slots. I mean, you're right. We could have, but I value you having the spell slot more than I value this person not experiencing pain at this moment.
You know what? Fair enough.
that's definitely within your shot if you could see him. So.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh no, I say that out. The telepathic bond's expired, so I say that out loud. I do not. Bryn famously skipped illusion class in college, so I do not have an illusion cantrip. Does anybody have minor illusion?
I believe I should. No, but I have mirror image.
Okay, is that something you might want anyway? I have mirror image as well, but if I'm trying to just avoid, does Tati have it? Oh shoot, I think Saphira might have had it, but she's in the bag.
Indeed.
Anybody calling all hands for illusion cantrips?
Or first levels before we spend a higher.
I have minor illusion.
Oh, perfect. I was
can do
wondering
that.
how many 18th level casters and not a single minor illusion.
Hey,
between
I'm only
them.
a 5th level caster.
So, Ruzid,
But we
what's the
couldn't do it
illusion you're
without
going to
you.
make?
Ruzid's gonna make an illusion that looks like the Ruzid action figure.
Understood. Got it?
Perfect.
Each time you cast one of these spells, you're hearing a click.
All right. After illusion, down the line is invocation. Oh wait, that's evocation now?
Right.
Because I think this list from Wikipedia is
That's ancient. Yeah.
First edition or
Yeah,
something.
you have necromancy and divination left.
Cool.
I believe.
I'll go to the. Oh wait, we've already done evocation because we were using it in combat. So I will go to. Can I do a necromancy cantrip that's not bone chill? I don't want to accidentally murder this guy.
I don't think it's an accident if you target him.
What's the worst that can happen, right?
Well, but it's
Toll the
mean,
dead.
Yeah, man.
all right, you could do Toll the Dead on one of us, and
I can
we
do
have
Spare the
someone
Dying.
with a good wisdom saving throw. Oh,
Yeah,
actually, all
Tati
my
can opposite
who is-
murder him.
Spare the Dying is. Oh no, but that has to be an unconscious creature, right? You can't just Spare the Dying on anybody.
Pull Saphira out of the back.
Oh, that's a question for Eric. Is Saphira a valid target for Spare the Dying?
Yes, I will allow that.
Ooh.
All right.
She's helping even now.
We'll drag Saphira out of the bag and bring her to the necromancy circle. And
Okay.
Tati can cast spare the dying on her.
All right. Cool. So Saphira's body will not decay over a period of time. Congrats. She cannot be turned into an undead.
Kind of clutch.
Cool. All right,
It's,
and then last
kind of big
is
for her.
We'll
Right.
put her back in as well.
The player's not even here to defend himself.
Bummer.
I'm
There's no
saying
saving
this
throw.
in character. In character, it's huge that Saphira can't become an undead right now.
It is.
Tati is very happy to know that Saphira cannot become undead right now.
The moment it was considered as a possibility, it became a concern as an inevitability. So now we don't have to worry quite as much.
Okay,
Nice.
I'm gonna gather everyone over at the divination circle.
Sure.
Oshin, did I give you Bardic number 4? I don't think so. I think you just rolled it. Rolled your wisdom saves. I'm gonna.
The one that I use inspirations on, I did use a bardic because I rolled an 8 on it.
I know you used one Bardic, but I'm wondering if I gave you
Okay,
a
I
second,
only
and
used
I don't
one.
think so.
I don't
Well,
think
no,
I got a second.
Did I expend it to give you the option? And I don't think so. I don't see it. I would have written it in the chat. You definitely didn't roll it. So I have 2 Bardic left in the tank, and Ruzid and Sason still have theirs for a couple minutes.
Oh yeah.
I will. Cool. I'm going to use a feat which I have not used in a while, which is that I can give. I have treats that I can give to people. So I will. I have 6 treats that you can eat with a bonus action and get 6 temporary hit points. So I will give the 6 treats out to my 6 friends, and all of you can gain 6 temporary hit points, including Foilan.
Okay.
Yummy.
Thank you.
And then I will cast an extended spell, Rary's Telepathic Bond,
Okay.
on the party. That's going to be, let me just mark that off. And that is going to be extended spell on the divination circle.
Cool. So since that's maximized, you get the full duration of it doubled.
Cool. So does that go from 2 hours to 4 hours then? Because I already tried to double it with a sorcery point.
Yes, sir.
Nice. Good
Infinite.
stuff.
Might carry us through the final fight if we're close to that.
Nice. Cool. So I'm gonna write down 5 extended telepathic bonds, and that's my 4th sorcery point used.
And you guys will hear a final click and feel a rush of heat from the center of the room where a magic circle has appeared, and a shimmering in mid-air indicates that there's a portal there that you cannot see.
All right, guys. We ready?
I'll race you there.
Is Oshin on my back, by the way?
Yeah, unless Tati is.
A ruse gesture.
No, I can go in stealthy.
Tell you what, yell
Alright.
coin if you're ready. Draw.
Or I think.
Coin!
Boy,
Fine.
Well, it's
In the
unanimous.
words of Saphira, I think last one in's Landlow, right?
I mean, in the words of Saphira right now,
Yep. So as you guys rush towards the portal, I need you guys to roll a Constitution saving throw due to the heat. You're shooting for a 20.
Fine.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm good.
Just my temp.
Awesome, awesome, awesome.
Nice and toasty.
Tati's fine, awesome. Cool. Foilan, though, his Constitution saving throw is 26. He's fine as well. So you guys,
Mine rolled, it didn't send through for
what'd
some
you
reason.
what'd you end up with?
A 32.
You're fine. So as you guys rush through this portal, you appear somewhere that you did not expect. A sitting room. The room
Feeling
is
a little
intensely hot.
cramped in here. Not expecting a room this small.
As you guys arrive, you hear a voice from one of the couches, and a woman stands up. Oh, hello. You're
Yep.
not one of the students, are you?
Do I look like a student?
No, you look like one of the experiments.
I am not an experiment.
Apparently not. You're still alive. How delightful and intriguing.
How tall is the ceiling in this room?
The ceiling in this room is only 10 feet high.
Okay, Ruzit is crouching.
And Oshin is head up against the ceiling.
I'm gonna
Yes.
dismount.
Yeah, you got us. We're actually the janitors.
Oh, I
He's
don't
just gonna
think
sit
so.
Are you sure?
Yes,
This
you
is
don't
like-
have any brooms or mops.
No, that's what the dragon's for.
The
Am I just a mop?
dragon.
The tail is the mop. I tried.
She
My
looks
tail
at
is
you
not
in
a
spite of
goddamn
your
mop.
high deception. She knows better.
Yeah.
She smiles. So, obviously, you're the people besieging the castle.
You don't know that.
Based off of the bloody clothes, the weapons drawn, and all the preparations and concentrations that are going on in that corner of the room, it's a legitimate good guess.
So whose side you on?
My
Yeah.
own.
Okay, great. Not on Sageos'
What's-
side. That's all I.
what's your
Well,
name?
of course. Manara. Nice to make your acquaintance.
Do you know any bigger rooms? Because I'm really not that comfortable in here.
Yes, I do. If you go out that door, just over there, and she points to the door on the far corner, there's a larger room, but there's an unpleasant harlot on the bed in there. You want to be very careful about her. She has a tendency to cause people to get hard.
Oh, you mean like a gorgon?
Yes, not like a gorgon, but actually one.
So is there another room I can go into that's large and doesn't have a gorgon in it?
Oh no. You'll have to
God
go
damn
through
it.
the bedroom. After all, this is the sitting room. This is where Sageos comes to be entertained.
And what exactly is your role here?
She smiles sweetly, and I'm not going to turn the art, which I could do because I actually did get the front of this art. But as she turns, she is very voluptuous, and she smiles at you. I'm his entertainment.
This, you can just leave now, and we won't cause any issues with you specifically. I'd get off the island ASAP.
Iggy, you don't tell knock-knock jokes.
I don't think she has to leave, but that's
I would say there's a high probability that even if we lose the fight will likely end with everything exploding in some terrible way.
If you'll let me leave,
Yeah,
then
still
I will
leaving.
gladly do so after you've dealt with the slut in the next room.
Why
Is
do
the
you
room
listen to
past
that
that room
first?
also bigger?
Because I don't feel like being turned to stone.
Oh, I was assuming you go into the library.
Is this like a
Oh.
workplace rivalry?
I don't feel like going to somewhere where obviously you've killed everyone.
We killed most people.
We killed the people who tried to kill us, and you're not really trying to kill us. Like, look, if we were trying to kill you, you would already be dead at this point.
Well, I'm glad you're not trying to kill me.
Well, you're not trying to kill us, and so, great.
We seem to be in an impasse, though. Do you mind if I sit down on the couch once again?
You don't need our
Whatever you
permission.
want.
Thank you. So, if you're going to let me go, and you're going to deal with that whore in the next room, I'll leave once she's done. You're obviously here for Sageos, so I'm going to tell you how to get to him, because if he finds out that I helped you, I'm dead anyway. So, either I help you and you get rid of him and I live happily ever after, or I help you, he kills you, and I get rewarded for tipping him off that you're coming. Either way, I intend to leave this place. So, the room through that door has a bed on the right-hand side. The Gorgon's going to be reclining on it, and when you enter through the door, she will look at you. She has snakes for hair, and any one of those snakes can cause you to turn to stone. Be very cautious. Beyond
Close your eyes, right?
That won't work. She doesn't have to see your eyes to turn you to stone.
That's cheap.
Now,
That's cheap.
beyond the bed, there are 2 doors. One on the right and one straight ahead. The one on the right leads to an alchemist's lab. Don't go in there. There's 20 mages in there working on alchemy stuff. It's a distraction. Ahead of
Wait,
you,
hold on.
you'll find a bathroom. And to the left, to the
Corn
east...
pulls out a map
Good.
and starts scribbling along
Okay.
as best he can.
To the east and to the south, you will find a door. That door leads to a long hall. At the end of the hall, you'll find the first of the constructs that Sageos has as defenders. I cannot get past them without him. They are monstrous and strong. Be careful that they do not charge you, because they will overrun you and crush you beneath their feet.
Wait, so that must mean the room's big.
It is a hall about 20 feet wide.
Oh, thank God.
After that guardian, you will find 3 executioners, and she will produce a minor illusion of the executioners because she wants to express how dangerous they are.
This is after the constructs?
These are also constructs.
Oh dear.
Once you pass them, you will be in Sageos' throne room.
And what should we expect in there?
Normally, he has a guardian of some kind, but he changes out which one is there at any point in time. You must hurry, though, once you enter there, because Sageos will attempt to escape through a secret passage behind his throne. If he does so, he will make his way into a large cavern, and you will have to fight him on his own terms.
Very well. How do we know we
And-
can trust you? You're giving us a lot of information, and you've given us a logically sound reason, but why should we believe what you're saying?
Because I'm telling you something that you don't know. Of course, you don't have to believe me. It'll be proof enough when you go through the door and see the harlot on the bed.
That's the 5th time that you've used such a slur for a woman. Why do you have such a strong negative opinion of her?
Because she holds sway over all of us, all of the consorts. She leads. She's the madam of the harem.
The Gaius gets down with the...
So, eliminate her, and I'll be free to leave.
How will you get out?
Oh. Once she's out of the way, it's simple seduction. The students, the men in that alchemical lab, will be enchanted by my charms. I don't dare try it against a paladin of Odigi, in spite of the challenge that it would pose.
Have never been less in the mood.
Is there any reason why we shouldn't just take you with us?
I'm not very good in combat. I'd be roasted
sounds-
alive or trampled. I'd rather not go with you.
I mean, that sounds like more of a reason to bring you. Because you couldn't prevent us from doing it.
So you would force yourself upon me? Oh,
That felt so half-hearted.
Wait, that would be impropriety.
an honorable dragon. Say it isn't
Indeed.
so.
Do you have any means to
But we
ensure
just
us?
got married. That would kind of be a kind of a killer. if you did that.
Can you ensure that this information you're sharing isn't just directing us straight into a trap?
I've told you where the traps are. I cannot tell you anything else. You guys can roll your insight check to see if she's telling the truth or not.
I am an insight check. I can also zone of truth this if you want.
Yeah, but like you're not giving me anything to judge your character. Like what's your favorite fruit?
Oh, durian.
Durian. Not a bad answer. Not a bad answer.
Not dragon fruit. Come on.
She smiles. I've heard that one too many times. Sayson, you believe everything she's saying.
Still kind of tempted to do a zone of truth. Eric, just to confirm,
Yes, sir.
would I recognize that name?
Manara? No.
Yeah. Okay. Just making sure it wasn't in the book of like the sister succubi or anything.
Nope.
Cool.
Although
and
you
you
look
can
at her
see-
and you suspect that she probably is one. But
Yeah, I mean, judging by the things she said and such, that doesn't surprise me.
Oh, what was the tip off?
yeah.
Yeah, you know, what can I say? You said you're gonna notify Sagaeos that we were here. Have you already done that?
No, I haven't. And I won't if you can get rid of the Night Walker in the next room.
What do you think?
What reason do we have to get rid of this Nightwalker for you? Well, I mean, you've already told us this. Why don't we just stomp past you?
Go for it.
Isn't
I
she in
won't
the
stop
way,
you.
though? Like, aren't we just gonna get? Isn't it gonna be kind of like us or them sort of?
I'm
thing?
not going
Yeah.
to engage with you in any negative way.
Yeah,
Well-
she's in the way, and also, this lady is currently threatening to let Sagaeos know that we're here.
I appreciate you being, I guess, honest.
If you make a deal with the woman in the next room, I'll scream.
I
It'd be
mean,
louder than the fight that's probably about to happen.
there've been a lot of screams of the people who died in the room over, so the portal over.
I didn't hear a thing.
It was in a totally different place.
Well, I mean, for what it's worth, we appreciate the hypothetically useful information.
You're welcome. I'm just looking to get out of here and get home.
I mean, if you want my advice, you might just want to ducktail and get out right now, if you know a way out.
The way out is past the woman in the next room.
Okay, but what I mean is, sitting on that couch isn't going to get you any closer to freedom.
I decided to sit here so that I could put you at ease, so you'd get rid of her and I could leave after you passed and cleared the area.
I'm not trying to throw the word petty out, but you won't leave because she's blocking the exit?
Oh.
That's the vibe I'm getting.
Correct. She won't let me go. I'm pretty and I belong in here. That's the way she views it.
Was she like a higher up or something?
She summoned me here.
Hmm. I take it she's closer to Segeos than you are then.
Oh, far.
Coin looks to his crew and he'll say, like, we don't have to deal with this, but it sounds like this might be like this person will continue to do evil stuff beyond Segeos' death. And stomping that out wouldn't be a huge problem, but it might be a burn of resources, which is the greater concern. All this to say, we don't have to fight the mini-boss, but...
Yeah, I mean, it sounds like by what Minara's saying, she might want to make a deal with us as well, which is also, we can go talk with her and see what's going on out there. If we could make a deal where she steps aside and you get your freedom, would you be willing to call it quits, call everything even, and just head out?
If you can manage that, yes, I will comply. But I will also laugh because I believe it's impossible.
Oh, you never know.
May as well try.
All right. You guys ready to go through that door?
Yeah,
Mhm.
screw it. Let's go.
All right. So
Like
as
to hide.
you guys are going to hide, get ready to go through the door.
I can take lead.
Okay. So what we'll do is, based off of time, we will come back next week to explore what's through that door and encounter the lady of the house. I hope
Indeed.
you guys are having fun with this content. We've got
Yeah.
a ton of stuff going on, and you guys are getting very close to Segeos himself. I'm super excited to get you there, guys. As always, thank you so much for choosing me to be your GM. Congratulations on 3 years worth of sessions. You guys are amazing, and it's because of you guys that I get to do this, so I greatly appreciate it. Do watch the Patreon over at patreon.com/GMeric. We've got a ton of stuff coming up on there. We also have the GM tip videos and archives and podcasts over on YouTube, so you can go listen to all the sessions on there, including the brand new Underwatch, which just started on Monday, which is a lot of fun.
Nice.
Otherwise, guys,
Thank you, Eric.
have a wonderful week. Please stay safe, and we will catch you guys later. And Coin, as always, thank you guys. You guys are absolutely amazing.
Cheers.
All right.
This was a great session.
I'm glad.
It seemed very appropriate to celebrate 3 years by
Yeah.
just gambling.
Absolutely.
Gamble, gamble.
Yeah, I wanted to say for all
Gambling.
the ways our characters has grown, it's fun and funny how much they're still the same. With,
Indeed.
like a lot of people who's like, fuck it, let's just gamble because it's fun.
Absolutely.
Nothing bad happened last time.
Right?
Yeah.